And we're here. Thank you, Bart, for being in here. Thank you all for being here. So, let's see if it's in. Yep, there we go. Alrighty. I'm sure people are hearing the vibration on my phone. Sorry about that. Let's see. Let's see. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Thank you, Bart, for tuning in. Bugface, hey, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I'm almost start letting more people come in before I start telling the story, but I'm still debating on. I probably should go earlier in the year of what's, happened throughout the year. Because it really, for what happened in November of last year, strangely enough, the same doctor took care of me earlier part of the year. So we have to kind of touch that a little bit to get her in. So y'all get a little bit of the history of the doctor and I. But yeah, thank you, Mind Sexy. You know I'm always gonna let you. I'm gonna try my best to remind you when I go on live. I know how notifications are being ruined. I get an email when I go live or when y'all see a live, basically, but it doesn't always shows everybody. The mom's talking. 1 second. Okay, she says my thumbnail looks like a dick sticking up there, so that was mom. I was trying to figure out what the hell she was saying at a minute. I'm like, what? My door's closed so that the dolls don't bark as loud. And that lets them know I'm live right at the moment, most of the time. But we still have our pest that comes in and out. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun, interesting story for y'all. It'll basically say that I'm a klutz. Let's put it that way. I'm basically a klutz. But yeah. Well, the other situation where I seen the same doctor, yeah, I was a klutz then. But Mind Sexy, as being a mother, Bart, fun loving couple. We all know, shit happens. Or poo happens, as some people call it. Well, there was quite a few incidents last year that kind of hit that record for me, but it is what it is. One thing was an unknown cause. The other two things that I'm mainly going to be talking about has a cause. It has a reason why it happened. But others, not so much. But yeah, when we start having some more, and I can start talking about it soon. So how's everybody's Thanksgiving went? Hopefully everybody's went well. A very sweet lady had called me just a little while ago and was so sweet to ask how was our Thanksgiving, so I'm very thankful for them. I'm always thankful for ones that come around. Pugface, how was your Thanksgiving? I know you went on and sang this morning. Surprisingly, I did not know you could have a voice like that. I guess I haven't really been paying attention to very many people, but I am I was glad I got to see what I did. Murphys! Now we need our Among Us. Need a few of our others. But it is what it is. Things happen in life that you can't let what things happen to you bring you down. You can't let it stop you. And that's one thing I'm not gonna let happen. You just can't. For me, the situations that happened last year, all honesty, was a learning curve. This year has totally been, let's start back. I would say, let's see, I went back to work July, I want to say. Weren't even with work a month or two before I end up having problems again with something else. So the incident happened. I would say April, because it took halfway through May. Seen the doctor, did everything I needed to do. Get back to work by mid-July, I want to say. About an 8 to 10 week surface. So yeah, it was one of those. I think it was about 10 weeks before I ever was able to go back to work, and I was only on light duty at that, or medium duty. I had to wear a brace for work for me to do my regular job when I was working. So I think Pugface left us. There's our hound dog's been in here a little while. So are y'all ready for the story of what last year started as? Even all the lurkers. Thank you, Bart. Bart, did you change the name again? No. I was doing something stupid. But yeah, we can get the story started in just a few minutes if y'all want. Hopefully all my guys are having fun. I've had a good time. Yeah, this is story time part 1, because I'm gonna leave it up to y'all tomorrow. Thought so. Tomorrow I'm gonna be leaving it up to y'all to ask questions about the whole situation, or about my whole year. I'm open to answers on that, because what happened to me last year has been a total learning experience for me. And it may be a learning experience for somebody else. So I don't mind telling my story out there, because the fact that it is what it is. It's only a part of me. It's not all of me out there. But it gives into details of what, way I am and how I am. I have my days. I have good days and I have bad days. Just like anybody else. So with that being said, we can start I want to say it was April of last year. I had just gotten my new vehicle, which was my Nissan Xterra. I had a Ford Focus before then. So before I traded that car in, I had yes, ma'am. So before I got in the vehicle, I put all the stuff that was in my old vehicle in Mama's car, or her Dodge Caravan that she had. Me being a dumbwit, did not pay attention, and I didn't realize I had her truck door or her van door open. And as I was putting the stuff in the new vehicle, I pinned my wrist between both doors, the passenger door of my vehicle and the driver door of hers. Go by about a month later, I see a doctor. Probably about a month, roughly. They do x-rays. It says, well, you don't have a sprained wrist. You have actually, moved a bone, your ulna bone, which is the outside bone, upwards. So we got to get it placed back into the right placement. First thing she says, which is it was a hand specialist. She says, there's two options. We can go straight to surgery and fix it and be done with, but you'll be able to work, so much time. She seen my response by that, and I said, well, what's the other option? She goes, well, the other option is you go through a cast. Originally, she only said 6 weeks. It turned into 8 weeks with a cast. No, 8 to 10 weeks. It was 8 weeks with the cast. So given this is bad. Let's see, May, June, so working into July. And then 2 weeks, in a cast or in a like a wrist brace for a while, and then I could return to work. That's a little bit on that story. That instant there has taught me, and yes, I have re-injured the wrist again, not that way. Same wrist, same thing happened again. This time I definitely know what happened. I definitely know what's going on. Have I seen the doctor about it? No. The insurance is a long mess up. It was a fucked up situation. So by now I don't know what she could do. So then come June or July, I get into work. August, I started feeling, probably about end of August, mid-August, I started feeling like this sharp pain above my ankle. And it was just like, almost like a Charlie horse, but just something that lingers and doesn't go away. And it started affecting my work. So then it started getting where I was feeling more and more pain. By probably about 2 weeks later, Mom ended up taking me to hospital with it. I was screaming in pain. There was nothing that they could do. My back had started getting where I couldn't even move without screaming. So they got me to the doctor. They didn't do x-rays. They just did a shots. So I say another 2 weeks went later. She called an ambulance, toughed it out as long as we could. End up not, it just got so bad. And so then that's, led into September. So in September, with the paramedics, they called and they got me to the hospital. And I still remember it till this day. The doctor says, screaming don't do you any good with your pain. I looked at him and I says, like fucking hell if it does not help with the pain. It gets my mind off it while these motherfuckers are moving my ass. Because at that point, I couldn't really move myself as well as I would like. And, it took a couple weeks afterwards, some medications and stuff. End up using Mom's walker for a while. I try to keep working as much as I could, whatever shift I was doing, and I was doing 2 jobs at the time. Yeah, it's getting a little bit better. So with that being said, I get back to work and everything, started doing what I can. October hits, I had allergies induced bronchitis. Had an accident at work, with another situation and weren't, related to the bronchitis. So I figured I'd come home and get my clothes changed and all that. And well, that didn't work out too well. Hi, one hot gal. Sorry I did not see you at first to say hi. I'm sorry. So with that being said, I came home and right before I got to the house, there was a diesel truck in front of me that ended up flaring up the bronchitis or asthma, I mean. So I ended up being in the hospital for, I would say, a good week before I got home. And they wouldn't let me go. Yes. So that alone was a handful in itself. That hospital stay wasn't all the greatest. I had good nurses, but then I also had some shitty ones. I'll admit to that. There's at least 3 that I probably told off twice in one night. So yeah, it was a little bit of an interesting situation with that. So I get home, I get better. They find that I had lied to the work, so they end up giving me some kind of. This is a few months later though, past. This is in before 2020. It was in December, I believe, somewhere around in there. Anyway, but the whole situation went in my back. She started, she said something to work. Well, the woman had issues herself with her health, and I was always taught give your elders all the independence that they need. So yes, and yeah, we were there for her husband. We weren't really all there for her. And yeah, some of it was part of my duty, and it was to help out as much as I can with them. So that whole situation with that, straightened out. So after October comes November, day before Thanksgiving. Decided we were going to cook dinner. We did not have a good can opener. And so I thought I was trying to get the can open. And as some of y'all know that I have, no hardly any movement in that thumb. So with that being said, y'all probably can't see, but there's a scar that runs almost into a J shape. So let me hold this like this in a way. So basically, the J goes from here all the way across down here and curves. I was playing with a can, evidently a can lid. And yes, I still have reserve fears of them can lids. Still do. Nothing I can do about that. But with that being said, that was interesting stuff in itself. Hello, Jokerfish. Yeah, Jen, I can be accident prone at times. But that situation there, now the back situation, we had no idea where that came from. We had no clue. Because, I only had a warning sign of the leg, having pains down there at the ankle, and that was it. And then the pain in the back hit. So when y'all hear me say, hey, if I'm hearing it or feeling it in the pain or in the legs, I'm feeling it in the back. When I start feeling it in the back. So that's one of my telltale signs. So yeah, with that happening, hi Belle. That happening and everything, and same doctor worked on the wrist. Seen her. I didn't have movements in that thumb at that point, so we had to wait until the stitches got taken out. Mind you, they wanted me to be in a brace-like thing, which I think they still have, if I threw it away. one of them. With sensitive skin, I could not have the tape or anything. It wasn't staying up. They couldn't get it, fit right, the whole 9 yards. So we had to make do with what we had. So they end up, getting the stitches out. That alone, the stitches going in hurt, but the stitches going out hurt just as well. So they took the stitches out 2 times a week, well into December. So it was probably December, January before I ever got done with the physical therapy. She doesn't have a channel, Jen. Not yet, at least. Before the physical therapy was done. I think it was like twice a week, just about either once to twice a week. We got it up to 25% movement from 0 to 25. I mean, I'll take that over, no movement. And I said, just keep working with it over time. It may come back. Now a year has came. We already had this COVID shit going on. So, it's been a rough year. But through that time, I've learned there's limitations that I have. And that I do not need to see it. Good to see you, fun-loving couple. Thank you for joining. But yeah, the situation with the hand, that's why I say I have the dropsies with the hand. I don't have grip. You are surprised how much your thumb helps you grip a lot of things. And only having so much grip in it. Then injuring the wrist on the same hand, not even 6 months before that. That hand went through hell. It just as I getting the strength build back up in the hand and wrist, here I go and, cut the thumb. And so yeah, what they believe is scar tissue buildup in there and other stuff. I truly think that there's a joint thing, at least the joint itself, the cartilage, had been nicked or something. But, it is what it is. Would I go through surgery to fix that and possible more scar tissue show up? Hell no. At this point, take it what it is. There's a lot of people who goes around missing fingers, I'm not about to have one that's no use just because they did a surgery to see what's going on. No, I'm not going to do that. So. But of this year, it probably was June of this year. June or July, I forgot. Might have been later than that. We're only into December, going into December. I pinned the same wrist right between my bathroom wall, which has got like kind of like a sharp corner in a way. A little door jam. Same thing, heard to pop, knowed what it was. Yeah, I still periodically have pain in that area. And that area still pops every so often. Going to do it. I'm not going to worry about it. But yeah, so this whole year has been a rough past year. And the only reason I didn't tell the story before now is because I did not want to jinx myself before Thanksgiving hit around again this year. And yeah, I ended up, fucking up something else again. So let's see. It seems like I have it for the right side right now. Let's see. Even some point in that year, did something with, I think it was the right knee. We've already had 4 knee surgeries in the past years. So I think it was part of last year. Might have been the year before because the insurance I've only had for 2 years. So it might have been part of either last year and this year. So I recertified middle of last year, towards the end, oh, about October of last year. September is when I certified. Yeah, I did not want to jinx myself, so that's why I kind of kept the story behind. Wanted to wait a little while. Yeah, I'm smart enough to wait. But yeah, within that year's time, it's been a little over a year and a half, if you think about it. It's been about a year and a half. It ain't been one thing, it's been another. Now, hospital stays I probably had in the last year and a half that I could think of. But go back to 2018 to now, I probably have had 6 to 7 hospital stays that I can think of, maybe less. I know at least 3 in the last year and a half. So yeah, I didn't want to jinx myself. That's why I did not go on and tell the story. But yeah, the limitations with the thumb. Let's go with that. So as y'all know, I don't have the full movement. I can't go all the way down like, your thumbs are supposed to do equally, and mine are not doing that. The the pardon me. Felt like I had like a bug just ran in my throat or something. Sinuses are acting up right about now. So yeah. Okay. So some of the limitations with that is, I don't try to wash dishes that are glass for sure. My main things that I can really wash is like cups that are, I don't try to glass ones. No, I'm not gonna break what we got. Um, Usually when I make my gallon of tea, I have my brother bring the jug back, not only for the back, but because of my wrist. In my room, the distance from where I pour my tea to my fridge is not a good, not a big distance, so I can do that from that distance. But from my kitchen to my room is a little far and possibility spilling it, so I try not to take the chances with that risk. That's the main reason for it, and the grip. Um, Also, I don't wash plates. The only thing that I really see that I can grab is the cups and usually the plastic bowls when I can grab bowls and wash those. I don't always, wash glow. Here's what I'm saying to the brother was because of my hand and because I cook, I don't have to do the dishes. I do agree with her 100% on that with the, dishes. Hell, if I start washing the plates that we eat off of, we wouldn't have any plates left. All honesty, we wouldn't have it left. The back, I have to be careful with it because I do know on bad days, even Mama's got a bad back. She knows 100% where I come from. The balances, trying to be balanced when it's bad is no fun. Candy, there's no food for you. He's not bringing you food yet. I know you hear him. She just crawled out from under the covers and begging. There's no food for you, baby. You want a treat? And she's wanting her food. But with that being said, there's some things I have to ask for help. And then there's some things I don't ask. And it happens. We all have that situations. There's things that we all can't do and can do. Do I let it stop me half the time? No. I try not to let what's going on with my body, stop me from doing what I have to do. One thing mom can tell you, me and her both have a high tolerance to pain. She's got a higher tolerance than I do most of the time. But that's one thing. The back has been my main thing that I have a tolerance to it, and when I feel it, it's high up there. And when it sticks around, it sticks around for good. But yeah, that's the story of what's gone on in the past year. This year is marked a full from the time that it started. From the time it started to with the wrist to now, everything that's happened has taught me what I can and cannot do and where to push it. You know, my mother can tell you, and I'm sure she's still in the chats. There's a lighter. There's lighters. I cannot light certain lighters on that thumb because I don't have the strength in that thumb to strike a lighter. Simple things like that. I've been known to drop things because, I forget about the thumb. Don't have the grip. It's a miracle this phone has survived as long as it has. So in this year's time, this phone's probably been dropped over 100 times and it's still working. Knock on wood, I have not broke the screen yet. So it's been pretty good. Murphy's, you had a turkey overdose and passed out. Not here. We didn't. We had one turkey and that was it. And by the time I got done eating, the boys had already finished the turkey up front. Like literally, there was nothing left. And so that just goes to show you. Andy, you need to get back. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I get to 5, you're not gonna like it. All right, 5. I told you. I told you you weren't gonna like it when Mama got to 5. She's gonna shove you off of her. Turn around, give me that mad look. She's got a problem today of standing on me. And I'm not gonna sit there and keep letting her do it. Now, if that was my Pauly D and I counted, oh, I don't go to 6. I go to 5, and that's it. They get it. My Pauly D learns it very well. Pauly D, he knows Mama starts counting. He better come to that room, come wherever Mama is, or get in his damn bed. That's the 2 times I have to call him like that. Most of the time he'll be under Mama's bed, and I'll call him. Right, if I love a couple. I could have done that shit. Now, if I did something like that, he probably would fly into the room. By the time I get to 4, he's usually done in his spot where he needs to be. He knows. Candy, on the other hand, a little more stubborn. A little bit more of a daredevil. But yeah, with that being said, let's get back to the story now. With the whole year has been year and a half has been a learning curve. Trying to drive with a cast on your right hand and your gear shift is on the right side. Yeah. I'm no small girl and I had a Ford Focus before that. I don't think I could have done that with the Ford Focus, honestly. Luckily for my Nissan Xterra, I had plenty of room to do that with. I got to where I could do it pretty good. The first night I had to cast, I got it wet. Had to go back the next day, emergency. Pretty much, let's put it this way, they put it as an emergency to get it done. So first thing that morning, I had to get there, redone and all. All right, Bart. I will be waiting for you here. But with that being said, I got through that year or that situation, no problem. I don't even think they didn't even send me to physical therapy for the rest. They were going to, or I don't know what they were going to do. I think they said they were going to do it, and never did do it. Oh, 9 yards. Yeah. Oh, Glenn, that's sweet of you. But yeah, the whole situation was crazy. This could be a quick chat or a quick story, or I can make it part one, and then we can have some of the questions, or we can just bullshit around and talk a little bit about this week's went so far. How's everybody's, week went so far? Sorry, guys. Just had to do a quick potty break. I'm sure y'all didn't want to hear that one. Yeah, it was dead air for a little bit. I know. That's why you're in the chest to have fun. But I am back. Yeah, Bart, they can be the entertainment. Oh yeah, with that being said, everything happens for a reason. That's good to hear, one hot gal. But yeah, we're here to we learn from each other. Bart changed his shirt. He might not have. We don't know that. We're not there to see it. But I'm doing good. How are you? How's everyone doing tonight? Yeah, it's good to see you, bud grower. It's always good to see you. You missed the story, so I'm not gonna bore everybody else. Long story short, last year, bud, I ended up cutting my thumb with a can lid. Things before that had happened, explains, last year was a kind of a rough year for my body, I should say. But the thumb, I wanted to at least go into detail more about, the situation of it. What had happened and where did it come from. So that whole scenario, it's not a fun scenario. So how's everybody's night going so far, Murphys? It is definitely good to see you here. Even when you're not being it's good to see you. Yeah, where's all our fellas, I wonder? But yeah, I'm here for y'all just as much as y'all are here for me. If y'all have questions, y'all can, feel free to ask. I'm pretty much an open book. There's some things I won't answer, and I'll be straight honest with you, and I'll tell you I don't answer that. It is what it is. Sorry, my AC's kind of getting me a little cold, so had to readjust. Yep, it's good to see you. Joker Fisher, it's good to see you in. Hey, you're welcome here. What's that supposed to mean? Fun loving couple. Bart or Murphys, I don't think you've ever been an angel. Yeah, that's probably where a lot of them are sleeping there. I don't have no problem against him. Yeah, I'm not there. I won't even say anything hardly on that one. But Bart, how we know that you change it often? We're not there to see it. I'm teasing you, bud. I'm teasing you, Bart. I tease you. Yeah, Mama's always hiding around, Bud Grower. There's some channels I watch to a point and then I have to get off of them. I mean, there's just a few. It's usually the ones that they start having drama in there, or they just keep they don't interact with others. They don't. I don't know how to say. Don't necessarily know how I would say. Among Us is probably not in right now. I think they said they were going to take the time off. I don't know. Glenn, yes, respect is the right thing to give, but it's also got to be earned. So, with that being said, what respect you get given to you is what you should be given to others. So if somebody's being an ass or being disrespectful, not that you should be disrespectful, but you should at least give them some courtesy, you're gonna be an ass to me, I can be just as well of an ass to you, kind of situation. They've got to earn their respect. And respect is not a given thing. Even though a lot of oinkers think that they gotta have it given, it is not a given thing. A lot of them thinks, a lot of people think that you have to give them respect. If you come respectful to me, I'll come respectful to you. If you come disrespectful, I'm not going to be respectful to you. I'm not going to be a total bitch, but I'm surely not going to let you walk over me like a lot of people think they can. It doesn't happen. It's not going to happen. Mine sexy, I'm going to put it out there. I talked to you earlier, and you know where I'm coming from. I don't take shit off of anybody. Just like I told her, she's got my back, I got her back. That's how I am. If you're going to be in the way she's always been with me, is respectful. She's always had my back. Just as much as I've had y'all's back. You probably will, Bart. You might be one of those that changes it 20 times a day. Who knows? Yes, ma'am, Mind Sexy. We got to keep it 100% with each other. I always believed in keeping it 100 with everybody. If you come at me with half-ass bullshit, I'm just not gonna, I'm gonna give you half-ass bullshit if that comes to that. That's just how I am. I've known people who, now I do tease people and I do mess around, joking around. That's different. Especially when you know somebody is so gullible, you just can't help to mess with them. I'll put the word down, but I will not say it. But it's something to do with hairs. I had a friend, my dad asked him, and the same guy that I got my dog from. Mama knows the story, so we asked him if he knew what they were. Because he was trying to take the shocks off of my mother's. Nope, not that word. Remove. Let me redo it. It just did not want to do what I wanted it to do. But yeah, so we asked him if he had a little bit of that to see if it works. What happened, Bart? That should have never happened. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. But yeah. Um, I want to leave it alone. I'm leaving it alone. But yeah, with that being said, um, so we had asked him about that, which I do not see that it had came up. So yeah, nope. And trust me, I'm watching that. I'm watching. Don't worry. But yeah, Bart knows I was watching him. He's getting a kick. But yeah, let's see if it'll work. But yeah, it won't let me put that up there. But CUNT hairs. We'd asked a friend if he had, was he using, them kind of hairs? The dude didn't even know what the hell that was. So needless to say, we messed with him for a while. He kept looking into a while, trying to figure out what the hell that is, and didn't ask. One of those that would not ask. The hell is that supposed to mean? It took me explaining to him what it is before he ever figured it out. So yeah, I will mess with the ones that I know are gullible. Um, it is good to see you, State Fries. Welcome to join anytime. Oh wait, you always join when you get the notifications. If you ain't slow about returning or coming in. But yeah, I'm one of those. I give respect that is given to me, and I'm also in the type to not put up with anything. That is a possibility. I don't know what to tell you. To come in and out, I guess. Exit out and then come back in. She said some of her messages are not coming up, and she don't know why. Typical YouTube. Let's see if that works for her. But yeah. Murphys loves them funds like that. Bart, don't you know that? Yeah, one hot gal that does help sometimes with the chats, but even then we've tried it and the chat still um does not help. I mean, it is what it is. It happens. She's still here. So we'll see. Let's see what happens. There your mommy comes in. But yeah, we're gonna have trolls no matter what. We just have to keep watching it. But yeah, if y'all give me something to mess with y'all on, it's something that I may continue to mess with you on for a long while. Bud Grower knows that I continue to tease him. He loves getting tangled up in them wires or getting locked out. The next thing we're gonna hear is he likes getting his cords up in a ball. But we'll find out. We'll find out what's the next one. I pick at everybody. There's not just one. Hell, Mama can tell you I call her Oompa Loompa all the time. Yeah, we sure could eat some of that, Ma. They come in just to mess with, my guys and my girls. And that's okay. There's why reasons why y'all are mods and why some of them aren't. Just like Bart knows, if there's something going on, he can always let me know. And not only that, he can always let me know. But I also watch. I watch to see what's going on. Yes, I do see the chats at times. Especially if one of my mods warn me, like they send me a message or they send me an email and I catch it. I check. Oh, he's always barking at something. Did you know he even barks at the moon when it ain't a full moon? He hasn't learned how to not. Not not howl at a moon that ain't full moon. But yeah, y'all got to hear the story today. Glenn, I cannot give you that pleasure. I know you would love that, but I cannot give her that pleasure. I think it'd be more of a pleasure to you than her. So yeah. So well, he can throw him a bone, but I don't think it'll do it any good. I really don't think it'll do any good if you throw Hound a bone. He might actually want the meat that goes around that bone. But I will leave that joke as that. I won't go no further. He might need the meat that goes around the bone, so he don't need to explain that any further. Safe rise. He might be a hound, or we never know. He might be that hound. But I've got a hound here that he can have. He won't be a hound for long after that. Hi, Silver Rights. No link yet tonight. Not right yet. I'm just really just talking to the chat and seeing how it's going right now. We'll see. Just y'all have to give me time. And it may be an open panel tonight. It may not be. Depends on how I'm feeling. The medication has not kicked in yet, so I may not be on forever. Now, Murphys, if Upstate could actually give me some of that cloud that he's been puffing on and blowing out, I'd be happy. I might actually not feel the pain anymore. Who knows? What are your panels going to be for Silver Rights? Hound may actually snort on a panel. That's good to hear for you. Hear that you're gonna do. We need more people out there that's gonna talk more about it. We have shit. Now I will talk on them briefly. All my guys know me. I do every once in a while. I do. And I let auditors up every so often, but tonight it's just I'm watching to see how I'm feeling before I get doing a panel. Letting people up on a panel. It's not that I have anything against anybody. I just the way that I feel. If I start feeling like I need to get off, I'll let y'all know. Oh, at least you laugh. One hot girl. Upstate, I'm not gonna put the panel up until I start feeling like I'm up to it yet. Not to be mean or anything. I'm just not. My medication has not kicked in. Oh, you're welcome anytime, Silver Rights. I respect every single one of y'all. It's just, you have to. Let's put it this way: you have to do your panel the way you want it done. So Silver writes it, my only suggestion to you is when you let somebody up on your panel, make sure you know who they are before you let them up. As far as like get them to show their face, if it matches their logo. Well, not all the time does it matches the logo, but also you can tell them to, do something for you while you can see it. We all know, we all know if I put a panel up, it's going to be a long one. And I don't know if I'm up for that one. It's been one of those days. Yeah, so well, the only reason I tell you that is because you need to know who's coming up. And I don't know if Pugface is still in here, but one of the things he noted some of his people that he brought up on his panel, and he would tell them to do certain things that they would do. Yeah, you don't want to get porn bombed. No, Bart, if you'll send me a text about that situation, I did not, I was past that point. I didn't catch it, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. And then if you do a panel civil, and you get porn bombed, delete that video or that live. That way your followers don't see it again and again. And also, there's other people that says auditing it, or not auditing it, but editing it out. It really, you have to take skills to edit it out. But it also, when you edit it out, some of your conversations may not actually sound, it'll get confusing if that makes any sense. Yeah, I heard that it happened twice, but, a man and a woman, but I didn't know into details of it. Luckily for me, I was able to get out of there. Right, mind sexing. We always end up I'm trying to make the lives as short as I can. Not as short as I can, but not as long as they have been. Yeah, you just have to be careful with them. Only add mods that you talk to a person. Like if you want to make them a moderator, only I would say go off your gut instinct, but also if you watch other auditors, just watch them for a while. And see how they go. Because you have to really, some of your mods you'll have really good mods, and then some of them and then this hasn't happened in mine yet, but they are some that will let the mod thing go to their heads, and then they'll start timing out the wrong people, the wrong time, doing something you don't want them to do. So letting your mods know what you want for the panel or your live stream, for your chats, what you don't want in there and what you do want in there. For me, it's no political shit. And no bashing any of my other mods or, anybody in here. I don't take the bashing too well. My mods know that, the first warning is delete of the message and there'll be a timeout afterwards. So your first warning would always be, the message will be deleted. They'll tell you why. And then if you continue with it or you start, getting aggressive or mean with it, then they'll time you out. If it continues, then they'll delete. Murphy, you'll get there to one point. It'll take time. It takes time. Candy, you're so hungry you went running right over mommy's feet. Yeah, you have to be careful with, who you mod and who you don't mod. You're always going to have one person that don't like you, and you know what? That's okay. It's okay. It happens. Murphy, you'll get there one day or another. Look how long I've been here, and thanks to Civil Rights, I've got up to 81 subscribers. I mean, you don't hear me going on to other channels too much and say, hey, subscribe to my channel. Now, I may tell y'all that I'm going to go live because I see my mods in there and I let them know. Yeah, and that can happen. Civil rights, it can happen in some towns. It's definitely different. And you will run into people like that, Watch some of our other auditors, you'll see that really. And if you start watching my panels and my lives, when I'm doing a live panel at home, you're probably going to hear some kind of racket, a dog or pup, something. And here we're going in December, we're expecting more pups. So haha to mama, because both of them ones that are pregnant are in mama's room. I only had one and she only had two, so mama might have about close to 12 pups in her room if they have, a good amount each. We already got one starting to show. Jen went to hiding, Mom. She went into hiding. So upstate, how was your day? I know you were messing with the others. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I mean, see, that's why there's probably not going to be a panel tonight, because my mind is not there all the way, I guess. Yeah, things happen all over around. Thank you, Upstate. I appreciate it too. You're welcome up anytime, when I have a panel. I'll think about it, Upstate. I might have to get your wife to put a foot up your ass. I'll think about that panel. I'm always messing with you. Did our bud grower leave us too? He's constantly hiding out somewhere. But yeah, only my mods really have my email. If something goes on, then y'all can get a hold of me. I may not want to hurry. Aw, damn, he caught it before I could get it off.
God damn.
What are you there?
I had to mess with you.
Hey, first things first.
Of course.
Oh my God.
You know me.
Yeah, but you never sent any this way.
I just did.
Where your stuff is.
No, I'm talking about the real stuff, not through the virtual reality.
Can't you TP to me?
I found the thing.
Oh, come on, dude. That's not fair. Do you want to
Hurry, take a hit.
Yeah, you can do that for us. You can't even do it.
Holy shit. I love indica.
I like knocking you out.
I know. It's bullshit.
Silver Rice, do you know anybody here? or anybody knows him. No offense, we have to be cautious on our panels.
Hey,
So-
Civil Rights Gone Wild wanted to come up too. I guess he dipped out.
No, he's in the background, but I want to make sure before I send him up, somebody knows him good enough.
Yeah, I've seen him before. I know he is.
Alrighty.
I'll vouch for him.
That's what the whole thing is. Nothing against him. I have to do that because, you've seen what shit happens.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
no, you're okay.
Hey, turn your mic up, Civil Rights. Or Sick
Can you-
Boy.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Hold on here a second.
I'm gonna put my earbuds in so I can hear.
Oh, what about now? Can you hear better?
That may not even help him, He might have smoked too much and lost his hearing.
Maybe.
Yeah, in my right ear I can't hear hardly at all, so I put my
So you
earbuds
say-
in my right ear.
You said you are from Gore?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
I lived in
That's-
Gore 18 years. I know Jeff Galley. I know Holly, his ex-girlfriend. I know Alan Powell or Sidney Allen Powell. I know
Okay.
I
Yeah, I
know
come out-
he's from Weber, so
I came out from Muskogee, Oklahoma. I was doing cop watching in Muskogee for about 7 months. It got to where pretty much anytime I got out on a cop watch, they were trying to take me in for obstruction.
yeah, see, Muskogee is the most tyrant town in Oklahoma. It has the highest death toll of any murder capital in Oklahoma. I can't compete with Chicago. Chicago's way up there. But
Dude, I tell you not, dude. When I went out and about, I never knew what I was pulling up. I pulled up on shootings. I pulled up on standoffs. I pulled up on wrecks, where it's motorcycle wrecks, people getting hauled off into ambulances. I have rolled up on those things, and you don't think that you're gonna roll. All you see is whites,
brother,
So you
I'll
roll
tell you
up
what,
and-
country boys don't mess around. And I'm talking about the cops on down to the civilians.
Oh yeah,
Country boy.
the
If you ever hear a country girl say, "Oh hell no," everybody backs up, right?
yeah,
Okay, my point.
right. Well, and the supporters, they'll back them up no matter what it is. It doesn't matter, They can never do wrong. I just I don't like it whenever you see them doing things like pulling people over for small things. They'll take somebody's wife for a $20 seatbelt ticket, but then they'll turn around and break that same ticket. They'll go around and drive without a seatbelt.
Yeah. See, I wish I was into auditing back when I lived in Oklahoma. That was 13 years ago. And
I'm in Waconia, New Hampshire now.
you're in New Hampshire. I'm in New York.
Yeah.
I live right up near the border of Canada and New York. I live right by the Akwesasne tribe, their reservation.
Oh, okay. We got mine sexy 25 in the chat. Who is this?
Can't even hear. Everybody's talking and it's going crazy. Hi,
Yeah, we
upstate.
How you
got a Rhode
doing?
Island here.
I'll quiet down a little bit.
Both of them are awesome. I really do appreciate them both.
Well, I've let you up more than once, You've kept it respectful and you never really caused any issues on the stream, so
I try to make everybody happy, and if I can't make
Yeah,
everybody happy, it's time to quit. So
yeah.
I intend to make everybody happy. I even civil rights knows he I was talking to him when I was going through Walmart and told him I'm just doing a little stroll through Walmart. So that was my latest video. I'm not cop watching or anything else like that, and no rights
A
were
lot of
broken. Just
echoing, a lot of echoing.
That would echo would probably be me. I do not have a headset at the moment. I'm poor.
I'm getting
Put it on speakerphone. When you go to mic settings, it'll say
Yeah,
Kim and Mike, and then you'll
that's
put
what
it on
you're on.
speakerphone. And that should eliminate it.
Yeah, that's what you're on, a speakerphone.
okay. Yeah, and turn off your YouTube too, because it'll bounce off between YouTube and stream. He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
I
Sometimes
got
it's hard to figure out.
I got squeezed.
It's good now.
But you love being squeezed, don't you know that?
Yes. Look at this.
There you
I
go.
think,
This is my baby
by
right.
accident there.
Ain't she beautiful from the back?
Hey, dude, I used to have hella long hair back in the day when I was like 20. When I was like 20 something,
I'm
25.
sexy. She left us.
I guess I'm gonna take another toke. Usually when I take a toke, if you got some, brother, go ahead, spark it up.
I ain't got none, man. I've actually, dude, it's been pretty tight month this month. Fucking just barely skating by work.
Well, come on over, I'll share.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna have to do more. I'm gonna have to do tricks out of it.
And then I got a little bit of this left. This is Gorilla Glue.
Heck yeah.
But I just
You know,
steal in
somebody in
flour.
Muskogee, one of my best friends, he goes to Fisher's Yard for a really long time. When they did medical marijuana, when they started in Oklahoma, all my friends got their cards. A couple of them, they wouldn't do it until they had to change the gun legislation and match with medical marijuana legislation for medical marijuana holders. And then the rest of the vets and stuff that I knew that were friends are like, well, now that we're not going to lose our guns, we'll go ahead, we'll get our medical marijuana cards. And
Yeah, that's the only
it
thing that
was
sucks about it. I have a
well,
friend that,
my buddy,
in fact, I mentioned that friend to you when we were just talking, and he grows for a place that lives right by or is right by his house. He has, I think it's 2 acres that's just nothing but bud. And
yeah,
I've shown some pictures
my
of
buddy,
it.
he
I
grows
mean,
and he's grown. I have seen, I seen one plant that he did. One plant, he got a half of a 5-gallon bucket of weed. And one cola
yeah,
off of the plant was over a quarter pound. It was awesome. It was Gorilla Glue.
he got the gallon mason jars. He out of
Yeah,
his crop, just his first pick, he got 270 of those packed full.
yeah.
In fact, I'm looking up his deal right here. I'm fixing to show you some of his plants. There's just some of his jars.
One hot gal is gonna leave us for a little while. She might be back later.
I hope so.
I don't know how long I'll be
And
up. I know I think I'm going with Dad in the morning. I'm not sure. My dad, he does carpentry work and whatnot. So
that's more of his jars.
yeah.
And then hold on. You can't unsee this. This is just amazing. He's standing by the edge of one of his fields.
Welcome back,
Here.
love.
What, yeah, I've seen 16-foot tall plants. I've seen plants where
That's all I
the
ever grew. I grew them
yeah,
so
they're
big,
giant.
it's so big that they don't grow up anymore. They grow down.
Oh, I actually did. We had one that we leaned across his yard and it started going sideways like fucking 20 feet out of his yard.
Yeah. I lived right by a road and I had buds hanging out into the road.
Sorry
That's
about the
how
cussing.
big that fucker got. Each branch on the plant was 11 feet long.
Oh
The
yeah.
biggest one I
Jeez.
ever grew. And that's in Gore, Oklahoma that I grew it too. Back before there was it.
I
About
believe it.
13 years
Them
ago.
outside plants get monstrous.
But I love smoking bud, and the only thing I'll smoke is indica. All my
I,
friends know that. They
I'm not
send me all
picky.
their. They say try this, try that. You know, it's shitty. When in
I'm
reality,
like
it
Upstate.
kicked
Snoop
my
Dogg.
ass.
What you got
Yes.
over there good upstate?
What happened?
What you got over there good?
He's teasing me with a bunch of weed, trying to get me to go to New York.
I
Yeah.
know. I was teasing him the other day.
He
Come
won't ever
on
share.
down.
Hey, I might have to one of these days to do some audits up in New York and shit too, dude. We might have to go. I might have to go fuck with the police during the. I don't like doing it during this winter time too much though.
No. No. Wait till summer, bro.
Yeah,
It'd be a
I'm more of
lot
a
easier.
spring summertime person.
Somebody didn't like the doggy.
Their mama just walked by the pen. Candy, get your ass up here and leave them babies alone. Come on. They just hear her walk and they go ape shit. Or they'll hear my brother mess with the other pens because he feeds the other two that's in bed. So they'll go ape shit because they think they're getting food right then and there, but we gotta soften their food. See, even talk
That
about
little
food, they know
baby's
what it is.
pissed.
They'll be going to their new home soon. I've got one is I gotta get in touch with the guy that was supposed to get a boy. But the girl, they'll be going to their home soon. They just gotta be drinking more water, so I'm working on them on that. 1 minute.
My cat was just trying to attack the other cat. My cat
I'm about
hunts
to
the other
fire
cat.
up the torch, so you'll hear the torch in the background for a minute. Maybe I'm going to mute the mic.
Yeah. We're used to the
Upstate.
torch, aren't we? Yes. I'm listening. Yeah, we have Six Banger. If you ever get to know Six Banger, he's always lighting up the torch. So we're pretty well rehearsed on the torch. Everybody just shuts up for a
Hell
minute.
yeah.
Right
I'm
or
like
wrong.
Snoop Dogg whenever when it comes to smoking. When he did that part where he said we'll smoke anything from shade to seeds to nugs. It don't matter. I've smoked. So I don't do hard drugs, nothing, just THC. I
Yeah.
was born a meth baby. I don't believe in drugs or anything like that. Just the
Whoa.
good stuff.
I don't mess around when I go and get, it's at least an ounce, and I have people around here that have grown, their own weed, and everybody's bringing, here,
So,
try this, and here, try that, from everywhere around, and I get
bro,
quite a
I'll
bit
tell you what.
sometimes.
Compared to the weed they have here in Laconia, the weed in Muskogee was fucking fire.
Yeah,
Some
because
of
it
the
all
weed in
comes from
Friday
Sequoia
would
County.
just blow me
All the
out.
all the good weed comes from Sequoia County.
Yeah. Well, Muskogee County's growing fucking bomb bud too. All of their, I
Well,
mean, even
yeah,
their top
yeah.
shelf is what places like California would call designer weed, but it's just its top shelf.
My sister has a place in Humboldt County in Yountville, and she grows for all the big dispensaries down there.
Yeah,
I can go to my sister's house and get as much weed as I want. I choose not to because of where she lives.
I'm down to
If she
go.
if she would go down to Garden Grove to her other house and I could meet her there, fine. But in the summertime, she's always at her place up in Yountville, and it you could get killed there. You really can. If they don't trust
Yeah,
you or they think you're a narc or something, you're dead.
I've only tried weed from Humboldt County once in my life, and all I have to say is it is the best weed in my life I've ever smoked. And if you get the chance to smoke it, you need to smoke it. Don't turn it down.
No, don't ever turn it down.
It will get you
It's
fried
a
beyond
like a
belief.
gift from the gods.
Yes.
It is. I don't talk highly about much weed around at all, especially if it's sativa, because sativa just pisses me off. But uh, if I can find a good indica out in California and somebody's offering, I'm taking.
Yeah.
And they're just, oh my God. I would say that it's best out there.
We have
Besides
gotten a
Thai
hold of
Bud.
Reggie. We have gotten a hold of Reggie from California that gets you blowed back.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Back in the day, you remember back in the day you would get a quarter sack before they started turning it all into brick weed. Dude, and
Yep.
it would be like you get a quarter sack and it would be a bud this big sticking out of a fucking sandwich bag.
Yep. I have been there.
And
I've done
usually
that. Dude, I grew up. Okay, my sisters graduated high school before I was even born. Okay, uh, my sisters, the one that I'm talking about in Yountville, uh, she met a postman that smoked and everything, is a hippie, and they decided to move up to Yountville. Well, they got a couple of, well, they have like 4 or 5 houses now, but they stay in between Yountville and Garden Grove. But
Yeah.
in Yountville, I learned a long ways back. My mom my mom owned a titty bar. Okay. That's what I grew up in, a titty bar. But I can remember when some of the girls there would have a big old sack, and it was from my sister, and I could smell it across the room.
Oh yeah, some
And
of
they
the
got it.
skunk? Yeah. Yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely.
They have that Afghani, and the one before it was called Gorilla Glue, it's called something else, but it's a derivative of Thai Bud, which is the strongest bud out there. It's the only one that's over 40%. And I'll tell you what, most people that smoke that stuff pass out. I've never passed out from any kind of weed, and I've smoked plenty of Thai Bud, I've even had Buddha Thai, which is opiumated Thai, and
Yeah.
never in my life have I ever passed out. I've puked, I've coughed a lung out, I've cried until I couldn't see, but never have I ever passed out.
Wow.
I've seen people pass out. I've seen bigger people than me take littler hits and go completely down. Like, boom, they're out. And some of them were on their feet and
I
kind of
mean, he
got their
said he
head
could,
messed up.
you know why? He said he could get as much of that weed as he wanted from Humboldt County, and
Yeah.
just from where it's at, I would be willing
Can you
to
hear
do the
me?
drive. You know what I'm saying? And it
I
ain't no
will go
lie.
there.
What is up in the chat, guys? We got Bud Grower.
Bud
What is up?
Grower. That's my bro right there. That is my
Hey,
bro.
can you hear me, Misty? Fuck!
Yes.
Sorry. My computer is a piece of. And I have to literally open up a different tab, sign off, and get back on again in order to hear you. Literally.
Yo,
Son of
We
a
can hear
bitch.
you.
computer.
That's
We
how I
can
missed
hear
the.
you.
That's how I missed the fucking link. Because I hit
Yeah,
your link. Alrighty. So how y'all doing?
Good. I was
pretty
just
good.
fucking with
How
you.
you doing?
I know, Bart. I tried to get it.
Well, I have to mess with you. If I don't, then you'd think something's wrong.
Oh, it's good. It's just the computer itself, Misty. It's not worth even. Like I said, I'm gonna end up having to get it replaced. I just don't have the
Holy
money.
shit.
They're
So how you
trying to
doing
find
upstate?
our lungs over here.
Oh my
Upstate's
God,
over
my
there
sexy
singing
is
a
on
good
here.
guy.
How you
Yo,
doing? How was your
Bud.
Dude, I
Thanksgiving?
just threw my lung out the door over there. Look. It's over
Go
there.
get
Yo,
Can you
your
hear me?
lung upstate.
yo,
Holy
Bud
shit.
Grower. Upstate New York is
Hello?
sitting here like teasing me with all kinds of weed right now, and I'm smoking on Reclaim, right? And he's like, "Come up here, bro,"
Hello?
and he's tempting me.
Hello, bud.
Oh my
Hello,
God. My computer is
hello.
slowly acting up so bad.
We can hear you, bud.
We can hear you.
Yeah. I'm gonna end up getting so mad and saying something I shouldn't. So
You're okay, bro. Settle down.
yeah, I'm upstate.
Smoke a joint.
I haven't even smoked anything yet. That's the problem.
Get your ass over there and smoke it then.
That's why you gotta go find your lung.
Yes. So we're just.
Yeah.
Hey, I was able to walk today for the first time in 12 months.
Whoa.
Basically, well, not
Oh.
like tonight. I went out with ice and them, but I was able to walk up staircases without doing sidestepping. So now my therapy is starting to kick in finally, and I'm, I walked my dogs for the first time today.
Hell yes.
Yeah, so I'm. Thanksgiving wasn't all that bad. Could have been better.
Cool.
They kind of drug you along, didn't they?
Yeah. So how you guys doing on here?
Oh,
Wow.
we're doing okay. We're making it.
We're good.
Hey, Bud Grower, this is Civil Rights Gone Wild. Civil
Hi,
Rights
how you
Gone
doing?
Wild. Meet Bud Grower.
Oh, doing pretty good. I was talking to Upstate Audits because for a long time I've been wanting to start up a chat panel, like maybe once or twice a week. And but I wanted to call it like FAT, and then do like First Amendment chat talk or something like that. I haven't fully like thought of a name up yet, or I've been just thinking about it, kind of coming up with ideas. But I thought it'd be real cool.
Dude,
Sounds
the
good.
first thing that comes to your mind, whatever comes to your mind, just go with it, because you think too long about it, you're going to come up with elaborate shit and you're going to call it some
Well, that's
wing-ding
right.
thing.
I've been trying to find a good name for my channel. I'm not gonna lie. I think my channel name is what's ruining my subscriptions. A lot of it. I don't know. It could be me too. People might might not like me. I don't know.
Well, get into other chats and listen to the people and how they conduct it. And then, dude, you got to lay down your rules right off the bat. No coming
Right.
in acting stupid. No being asshole towards, don't be
Other
don't be
members and
letting
stuff.
people fuck up.
There's a lot of
Right.
trolls around.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's a
Right.
lot. That's why I haven't
Well, that's like, I
done
mean,
a panel yet.
Misty, she was talking about how she got porn bombed and stuff. My daughter, she gets
Yeah.
up on my channel. And she watches
You
my
have to
channel.
delete your channel, dude. You have to delete that whole thing. If
Yeah.
you get porn bombed, you have to delete the whole damn
The
thing
whole
and just
screen.
yeah.
It's smarter to
You
delete the whole thing so that nobody else can see it. But when you edit it out, the problem is the conversation you are having before that happened or even after will not match up. And so
Right.
therefore
It
it'll
gets
sound so
distorted.
crazy.
yeah.
It gets distorted.
So that's
You'll,
why it's better just to delete it.
yeah. It'll be where you get lost in that little split second where you edited. So it's everybody out there that ever has a panel will tell you that.
Oh yeah. Now my only wisest thing I say, because I let the ones I know up, and you probably heard before I let anybody else up. I asked, did anybody know you before I let you up? Because the fact that I have to know.
Right.
This
Yeah.
was even before Upstate came on the channel. He was there. I think he was there the night that I got porn bombed. He already been on a panel before, so I already knew who he was. And seen him too many times, to not know who he was.
Yeah.
It's
So
terrible.
it gets bad.
Mike says, where do you live? Are you in California?
Who to what?
When I was asking Mike Six if she lived in California.
Who,
Nope.
me?
Yeah.
No.
Rhode
Nope,
Island.
she's closer to me.
You live in
Oh,
Rhode
near
Island,
Florida?
Ryan? You are like so close to me, bro.
I'm
Alrighty,
in Rhode Island, but
I've got
Rhode
to announce
Island.
our guys
I'm New
here.
Hampshire.
We have Al SoCal in the chats. He
Yeah, El
finally woke up.
SoCal.
How you doing,
Howdy,
Al?
Al.
Man, Al, come on up, man. You got a spare pillow?
hey,
Yeah.
hon, Misty, I'm gonna jump off the panel. I'll be back in a few. I gotta go do something real quick.
Bye,
Well,
Mike
be back.
Take it
60.
easy and hurry
if you
back.
go on potty, if you gotta go potty, make sure you drain and have a dry pocket for me.
Yeah.
All right, hon. I'll see you in a few. If you still
Alrighty,
on.
honey.
All right.
Bye.
Much love.
Al SoCal in the house. Al
Yeah,
SoCal he's a real good dude. And Bud Grower right there, if you ever need a mod, dude, he is the mod from hell. That guy
there's the
is
chat.
awesome.
I would love to help you promote your channel, so there's a lot of good people that can help you.
Yeah.
A lot of good
He's a
people.
good
Right in
looker
this
outer.
room. I mean, you got
I'll
people
be right
like,
back, guys.
Clark
I'm just gonna
Simpson
mute the mic.
for an enforcer.
Okay.
Mods like that. You got a lot of people
Yeah,
that come here.
you got to have good mods. If you don't have good mods, you're going to get trolled like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I go in and promoting just things like that. So hey, say
Yeah,
hi in the
I didn't
chat.
want to have a panel with just random people in it. I wanted to more where it was like different auditors, just different points of view, different thoughts of. I wanted to be more of a First Amendment or constitutional rights kind of thought, where it's not political, but at the same time it's about freedom. Because I think no matter who it is, what side you're fighting, I think everybody's getting a little bit tired of the tyranny that we're facing in America. Because when you read the Constitution or the Constitution with the Emancipation Proclamation, and you read why it was made, and they're talking about the king and the tyranny of the king. It is exactly what it's what we got today. We gotta pay
It
tax when we're traveling down the highway. We gotta pay tax. When we are going to eat in some states, in New Hampshire we gotta pay luxury tax because they don't have a state tax. So when we eat hot food, we gotta pay luxury tax. You
yeah.
know, and that's one thing we thought about. We shouldn't have all the taxation that we have. And then it being spent so frivolously, like it's their money instead of our money, you know?
Yeah. Like taking money out of Social Security.
Right.
Why would you do that? You know, that's not your money to borrow and then not pay back.
Right.
It's us, the citizens, that paid into that, and we don't even get to borrow off of that shit. What the fuck? You know?
Right. Well, and that's like on your taxes, okay? If you owe the government money, if you owe them $1,000, by the time a year passes, you will owe them $10,000 because of all their fees and interest rates
You
and
know how
fines.
much you're worth whenever you're born to the
Uh,
government?
I,
As soon as you're born, you are worth over $10 million. As soon as
yeah,
you're born.
yeah,
$10 million.
yeah.
And that's just a guesstimation. Not from me, but from everybody out there that knows anything about your your life, basically. I mean, your constitutional rights and everything else like that. Oh shit. Hey, I'm gonna have to let everybody go. I will be
He had to dip out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably get up off here, guys.
There you go, civil rights. I subbed you and I put your link up in the chat room.
All right, bro. I appreciate it.
You got my email. It's my name, but instead of a hyphen in the middle, it's a dot. So it's bud.grower@yahoo.
If you comment on one of my videos, I can link you to my Facebook, and I send like my panels when I do a panel. I send people that I personally know through their Facebook.
All right, sounds good. I will do that, and then I will talk to you soon.
All right, bro. You take it easy, Misty.
You too, man. Nice meeting you. Let me see there. I guess she must be on. All right, that leaves me. So how is everyone?
They're all hiding, evidently. Okay,
No,
so
who gets tangled up in wires or locked out? That's me.
now
Hey,
who's the one that does? Who does this?
who does what?
Have you seen the new banner? It switched it around.
Nah, that's not funny. Just fingering around here.
Yeah, who's the one that does it?
What's fingering around?
Who has the finger emoji on there?
Oh, I have no idea. Oh,
Cause
that's
y'all remember?
upstate. That's upstate. He's got the
Yep.
blue thin line across the knuckles. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you remember, everybody, we joked with him when he's under the women or the men that he's fingering them because he's got that finger sticking up.
Oh, okay. How funny. I didn't.
That's why a few people knows who it is and who ain't. Yeah, that's why I mess around with y'all. That's all I can do is mess around with y'all right now.
Man,
So you
good
didn't
God. You know,
you didn't do
Polly.
any.
You know,
You
Polly
didn't do
Chris.
any. What? We both mess with y'all. No, you didn't do anything for Thanksgiving, did you?
You know,
I
there's
didn't
nothing I
think
could
so.
do. There's nothing I could do. It's all right. I spend it on here. It's good enough.
Well, you spend it with a family that you have outside of,
Yeah, I don't have
being
family.
locked up at
I
home.
don't have, I don't have family.
Margaret's back. Margaret's back. Let's see how long she'll be in without twerking.
Oh, that's so funny. I was there that night. You were too. That's right. Were you there, Misty? The night they went up on Ice's channel and took over?
I don't know if Margaret ever went up on this panel. I know she's went up on my panel.
I thought she went up with one hot cat. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
No, I don't think so. No, that was Marie that went up.
Mariska?
Marie.
Oh.
Marie Rita is the one that does the twerking. No, it's kind of an inside joke in a way, but I'm always messing with Margaret because I know I can get an answer out of her with that one. So there's little things, and even y'all gonna learn. I'm gonna find certain things that I can mess with y'all with, and that normally works. Mama, Owl's face is like that. That sad face is because you didn't give him no kisses when he came in.
It's a happy face. So she must have
And
given him kisses on the way in.
and Fun Loving Couple had put cold up there. They're not cold hearted. It just they're just not alive. They're dead. So they got cold bodies.
Hmm.
They might be the zombies or they might be the vampires. It depends on if you're a Twilight or a zombie fan. Me personally, I'm a Twilight. Mom goes, that's a lie. Mommy, you must not have given him no kisses. He got sad. Or he got sad that he missed the link to the panel like Al did or Bud did.
Oh God, that was bad. The computer crashed and I came back to get it, but it already deleted.
I was doing that to mess with you.
So how was
Gotta
your
keep you on your
Thanksgiving?
toes. Gotta keep you on your toes, You gotta be able to move fast.
I hear that. So what did you have for Thanksgiving, Misty? Did you guys actually? I thought I'd seen you say, but I can't remember. Did you have a
We just
turkey
had
this year?
yeah, just a turkey and green beans and potatoes, and that was it.
No, still. That sounds really good.
We were just really tired and didn't feel like. Well, we were gonna do the biscuits, but the last time I did the kind of biscuits, we get the Red Lobster. You can buy them in the box at pretty much any store. And the last time I baked them, I really fucked them up. So I was like, "Oh, Ma, if you feel like it, I'll let you do that part." But the heat of the oven had gotten to her, and we both were tired, so we said, "Forget it."
Do you know
That is
anything?
right, Bart.
Do you,
Early bird gets the worm.
does anyone know how to turn off notifications on Discord? I'm just curious. Because apparently they're bombing Polly Shore's site, and I keep getting ding, 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 ding. And it's been going on now for over 30 minutes.
Right? I don't know how to do that. I don't even get on Discord.
Really? You should go on Discord, Misty.
It's no point in it for me.
Really? Oh, okay. Well, Dark Store showed me so much on Discord and what you can do, and my roommate that it was like, wow.
Well, to
You know,
me,
what
I have to have a laptop for that kind of stuff, and I don't have a laptop.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Not that I need to add that stuff like to the phone. I'm not gonna, add stuff to my phone. It's just gonna drive me nuts.
I wouldn't add Discord to your phone, but Misty, if you ever get a chance to get a computer and go on to Discord, you can take your entire list of all the people that come to your chat room and that you want, and you can set up a bot that will give them the message, so you don't have to count on YouTube to do it because they keep fucking it up. This one will send early notices, and it will send taggers and everything else. You'll never miss. None of your people will miss it. It's similar to what you do anyway. You email people.
I don't mind if y'all put that on there. Like, I don't mind like y'all put that I'm live on them things, but as far as me
Well, no.
doing that kind of thing, it's just my phone pings enough throughout the day that I'm like, oh,
Well, yeah,
there-
you would have. It wouldn't be for you. It would be your channel sending out the notifications to your guest.
but
is
if
what
you
I'm
think about
saying.
it, you still get the notifications too of it being sent out.
Yeah, late. The ones from Discord now, like for example yours. Why did I not receive a notice? You haven't done three things today. The only reason I knew you were going on today was other than sometimes you email me, is because I was in the chat room when you said you were going up. So I keep checking. I didn't get the notice that you were going up.
I was actually running about a minute or two behind, but that's okay.
I like the
anytime
notice thing. Set the reminder thing. Because I'll see that and I'll put my reminder on, and then it doesn't matter what YouTube does for a notification. That will let me know. Or email me. I mean, you're good about doing that, Missy. I'm just saying. I'm getting mad because this cancel the account and redo it shit doesn't work all the time, and I keep missing a lot. I'll get a notice 20 minutes into a show. Now, most of the time, most of them go an hour, but like example, Al SoCal, there was a thing he did where he literally just on the spot started doing the cop watch. By the time I got the notice, he was already telling people goodbye. Okay, well, I'll see you on the next. That's ridiculous. So I missed it completely, and not because then I go in and watch it, of course. But you must know how that is.
Yep. But there's some people being unsubscribed from other channels, so.
Why is that? That has been going on a lot. I've seen this. I have several. First, I heard it in Commander, then I heard it from about 5 or 6 other of my channels, and like they were saying, they have thank you, Bart. You know what? I don't know what the hell's going on. I may have to make a whole new email. I'm not getting all my emails. People tell me they email me. I go in and look, and there's no email. And I'm not understanding. I'm thinking, well,
you may have to look in the spam section too. That's another spot. Somebody had emailed me before and went to spam.
Yeah, because I know I'm going in there now, and no, I did not get a notice that you were going on, so I did not get it, Bart. And I've got mail from him before, so I don't understand what that is. So no, I did not get a notice. So what I need to do is give him my email. Maybe I don't know, but maybe he's using the Hearst or enough. Because I'm going to send you, Bart, back the letter where we talked about the thing. Because I don't understand why I'm not getting these emails. So I may have to cancel and try to redo the account. I don't understand. Now, the other thing, Misty, is I could have a virus on my computer for all I know. I'm not an IT guy, okay? I was IT but now right. So I need DSA said he was going to look at it because I'm having these issues, and I don't understand how it could be the email, right? I mean, that's Yahoo. Do you guys have any problems with your Yahoo? But I'm not. I even sent you a test, remember, Misty, about a week ago?
Yeah, and I got it, and I responded back.
And I got your response, so I don't understand what's going on. But that's, you know what? I didn't check the spam. God damn it. Just fucking retard.
Yeah, sometimes you have to check the spam.
I know. I get so frustrated. Your spam folder is empty. There's nothing in it. So that's not even an excuse. I don't understand. Whatever. And I'm getting upset. So we don't need to talk about my flipping email.
But things happen.
I got the one from Steak Fries, so I don't understand why I didn't get the one from Bart. And it's
usually
check the
my
spam.
first people. Well, my first people when I start doing my panels or any of my lives through StreamYard, it's normally a good 30 seconds to a minute before somebody pops in. Usually.
Yeah, I saw, for example, some of the people came in. I watched the ones that first come in. They're like, "I'm first. I got your notice." Well, I get my 15 minutes into every ice. Every time ICE goes on, I can add 15 minutes. Every time West Coast Digital goes on, 15 minutes. Downey Transparent Eye, I don't get the notice, even though it's selected. And now I've gone into my some of my channels, and I've noticed the notification button has been turned off, and it's non-accessible. What does that mean? I can't. So what? I gotta cancel, come back in, and set the notice again. Look at your notifications on some of the people you're going to. It says this function is not accessible. So removing people, removing notices. Awesome.
I haven't got that yet.
Well, hang in there, Missy. I've heard a lot of other people talking. They never had a problem with it, and then all of a sudden now I'm getting it. I'm thinking it's a virus, though, man. Because how is my email doing this? How can somebody send an email and nobody else can? And then you might as well just go ahead and talk to the Sun, trying to get help from Yahoo. There is nobody at Yahoo. I've typed up letters and they keep sending me back auto messages. And I'm like, I'm not getting my mail. Have you tried spam? Have you tried this? I'm not, you know what? I'm not getting the mail. And they just keep sending the same stupid answers with the same stupid auto reply, like, was this helpful? So I don't know.
That's why I use Google.
Google Mail? Isn't
Yep.
Who owns Google? Is that a Gmail?
Yep, that's Gmail.
I have Gmail. So you think Gmail would be better to go to? Because I'm using it. The only
I
other thing
haven't had as much problem with Gmail.
you know, I do have a friend that has his own server, you know, their own email. They set it up. It's like their mail never gets screwed up, man. I should just go to them. You know, you don't got no advertising on it. There's none of that kind of bullshit. You can't link things to it, blah, blah, blah. But what it is it's an email hub. You give that as your email address. All your emails come there. You can send them out. You can save them to your computer. There's no spamming. There's no ad blocks or shit like that because it's an email service. It's the only way to do it nowadays. And trust me, that will be the thing to do. People will start making their own email servers. So you have your own personal server. It's not impossible to do, and it's starting to become really easy. I think that's what we're going to be leaning to. Most people will have their own fucking server, so these companies can't read your shit, spam your shit, hide your shit, lose your shit, remove your shit. I just, you know, it's annoying. It's in a day and age where we have cars that we're supposed to believe can drive themselves, and we can't fucking fix your email. Insane.
You know, things go happen all the time.
Oh my God! Yes, Becky, come up. I'd love to. Yeah, have her on. That'd be great, Misty. Awesome idea. Betty, come on up. You can tell us all about you and Bart. I mean, yeah, you and Bart and you and Al. Sorry, Demetrius.
Yeah, I've got a Yahoo, but I normally use the Gmail for everything.
That's what I might try because I'm getting really annoyed at what Yahoo's doing. I don't understand this. You know, like the other account I had a couple accounts with my name, and there's one that I had since the creation of time almost. It's like, they notify me, Misty. I'm not kidding you. It's like,
It goes crazy.
because I paid for the extra storage back in the day, remember? So I grandfathered into it. I don't have to pay for it anymore, but I got extra storage. So this idiot sends me a notice and says, you've amassed, I don't know, about 1 million emails. Yeah, because I don't delete. I'm too lazy. So I hit delete, you know, select all and hit delete. But because it was so many, it crashed the system and it sent it back to Yahoo. Now they're trying to fix it because it collapsed because I hit select all and hit delete. Apparently you don't do that. It takes too fucking long for that. So maybe that's why my email ain't working. It could be retaliation. I don't know. You
never know.
Do you always clean out your email? I mean, I'm lazy when it comes to that. I mean, it's pretty pathetic. Seeing as I get 300 or 400 emails a day.
It goes crazy.
It's fucking nuts. It's nuts.
From the Google, I've deleted at least 5 or 6, or no, that's a lie. More than that. Today was 100 and something. I think it was 170 something. That's how many emails I deleted.
Damn, but yeah, but there's so many of them. And the minute you start doing anything, I mean
It's
anything.
just junk mail.
By the way, steak, yeah, I did. I haven't read it yet, but I got your email. I saw it in there. Is there any chance if Bart, yeah, still out there? And Bart, could you just mail me a test, please? I don't want to lose your email, brother. Really, I mean, and I didn't get that one, and I want to make sure I have it. Because, like I said, somebody was telling me a new idea about the video shit, and I was going to send it to you. I'll just look for your old one for nothing. But if you do that, I'll know I'm still getting them from you.
Yeah, that's the only way you can tell if you got the emails or not.
Too bad you don't live in Hollywood, Misty. I talked
Nah.
to the franchise owner of that restaurant, pizza place. He's gonna give you, if y'all stop in and just mention Bud Grower, he'll give you a free pizza.
Yeah, I would never live over that way with all them damn earthquakes that
Oh my
people be
God.
getting.
That is nothing, Misty. Trust me. Everyone wants you to believe it's the earthquakes that are scary. Bullshit. Tornadoes, hurricanes, yeah, those are scary. I've lived in
I
places.
deal with those, but I ain't doing no
No, I don't even get affected by earthquakes. And I was here during the biggest ones. They don't. No, sorry. If you're in the middle of the city, which hasn't been hit by a huge earthquake like that, you might want to worry a little bit. But honestly, dude, no. The funnest thing to do is run out your front door, Misty, and go watch a pool if you're near one. Because the water does that typhoon, so when the earth is shaking, it just goes up in the air and down in the air. It's fun as hell. Me and my niece used to run outside and watch it.
hell, you could
I mean-
get in the pool knowing you.
No, I'm not that stupid. But because
You would get in the pool.
All right,
You would
maybe
get in
so.
there for that
All
ride.
right, whatever.
You know
Yeah,
you would
but-
get in for that ride.
you
Never
like
said
it.
you wouldn't get out though.
There you go. There. I'm serious. It's not that bad. Now I was at my college, and I'm there and I'm tutoring these university students, and we have a 7.2 in us. Now, everyone that lives in LA, well, we know how to deal with it because it's nothing anymore. When you first feel it, okay, fine, I understand. The first time I had ever had an earthquake over 5, I was like, wow, okay. But it's nothing to worry about. It's more annoying. It broke my fish tank. It knocked over some, when the Northridge one hit, boy, that tore the hell out of my house. So what? It didn't hurt us. It's not that big of a thing. I'm serious, man. If you've lived through tornadoes, then you're good. Tornadoes are the scariest thing in the world. They'll come back at you. They'll pass and come back. They'll remove a house next door and leave you standing. Or how about some hurricane winds? That's some scary shit. We had to sleep. We had to go down in one of those, where they had the bricks and you stay on the ground for a while the earth goes through. That was scary as shit. No power. We had emergency generator lights. That was scary. Earthquake, not so much. But the one I was tutoring these kids, dude, and that thing hit, and this Asian guy went completely out of his mind. I said to him, dude, calm the fuck down. And he runs between the door, which is all glass. This is all glass. This guy's like, I was told to stand between the door, and all I said to him was, man, yeah, but you don't want to do it if there's glass everywhere, bro. Just come over here and stand. And this man ran. He ran, and we're on the second floor of this school. Second floor, he dives off the top floor. Lands right into one of those, the umbrella things with the tables underneath. Just goes flying through it, broke his collarbone and everything else over nothing. The shit stopped. It should.
I've had tropical storms. I've been in tornadoes. They don't bother me near as bad.
Then you won't have.
But get on an earthquake is different.
Yeah, but trust me, after the first one, it's gonna be easy for you. You've been through the hard stuff. You really have. I mean, a hurricane, a tornado, that's it. That's the worst. I just, because you get killed from flying objects. Let's say the stupid fucking thing left and it's already gone. It's been gone for maybe 35 seconds and you step out to look. You can be killed because it has sent stuff flying up into the sky that will take a good 2 or 3 minutes to land. I do not like these things. I do not like them one bit.
Yeah, we don't get, well, we've had a couple of tornadoes recently in the last year or so, but
Thank God.
no.
I lived in Garland, Texas, which is right next to Plano, which is earthquake area. So I used to sit on top of my house watching earthquakes rip through Plano. And it was amazing how people will still go over there and buy a house in a tornado area. What they do. It goes on
Yeah,
every year.
tornadoes won't scare me. You know, I know what they do, but they don't really scare me at all.
Yeah, I give you that. I'm serious. I just see too many bad things with hurricanes and tornadoes too. And then I got to LA and everyone's like, "Oh my God, there's a hurricane, the earthquakes." Nah, like I said, they're annoying. They'll break your shit. They will break your shit, by the way, if you don't secure it. They will. It will. When you get hit by an earthquake and you don't have your stuff, anything, just it'll fall. It will fall and break, and that's the worst of it all. And fortunately for some people, if you're in a tub, you really don't want to have a music thing near you. People actually died from being in tubs when the earthquakes hit because it rocked the thing right into the water. I don't know. I feel an earthquake. I just get in an area around, away from people mainly, but away from glass. If you're in a building, in downtown, you want to get away from the glass because of glass. But I don't even think that happened anymore, Misty. With the glasses they have now, like in Vegas, that man tried to unload an AK-47. It took him 2 clips to get through the window. I don't think they'll be coming down modern technology, unless they're old buildings. I don't think the glass is going to be a problem anymore. So again, earthquakes are pretty well. And you're in a safe area. We're near I'm on the belt. I'm on the San Andreas belt. When that thing decides to go, it will probably separate our state. It won't matter where you are in this state at that point. The entire state of California will be engulfed in water. So we just keep praying it doesn't go. Because it's the Titanic plate cracking, right? When the Earth broke into parts. San Andreas Fault is what was left when that part ripped off. And it cracked from the weight. So all I'm saying is, these idiots were dumping toxic waste down there back in the 70s. Remember that? Because they're putting all this stuff into this big rip in the world. So now if we have a major earthquake, it's going to explode those barrels. And all the stuff that's in the barrels, the toxic waste, is going to go pouring into the ocean. So now they're trying to deal with that. Like L3 does the, there's still landmines in the ocean, right? They're still killing people from World War I. So L3 uses the satellites to go around and try to find them all. And they also, when they're doing that, they do the other thing as well. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm not scared of the tornadoes and stuff like that. We've been through them so many times that they don't bother us. But having a damn earthquake, that would, because a lot have to do with what we're used to.
Yeah, that's true. No, I agree with you 100% on that, Misty. I guess, you're more prepared when you live in an area that has it. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So anyway, but like I said, I hope you don't get a lot of them down there because that shit used to freak me out when I was a kid.
Yeah, we've had our fair share of hurricanes and tropical storms and tornadoes. Tornadoes actually this year, part of our town that we have, each town there's like a little mini town inside of it and a bigger town, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So like Los Angeles they call it neighborhoods, but it's like a little city of its own inside of a big city. So
like I said, I'm impressed with you because I don't. Do you honestly then when you get in a tornado, do you stay inside for the 2 hours that you're supposed to after it hits? Well, not 2 hours. I think it was an hour. What is your guidelines? The horns before the horns go off. You do have horns, right? That'll warn you when they're coming and going.
Nope.
No.
Not in Florida because we're not at We're not.
Oh my God! I wouldn't even live there at this point.
We're not Tornado Alley here, even though we get enough of them. They don't give a warning.
That doesn't matter if you're in Tornado Alley, and thank God you're not. That is just asinine. I mean, you know where they put the infectious disease storage area, right? Right in Tornado Alley. So Ebola and all those diseases are located in a facility, a government facility in Tornado Alley. Because I don't know about you, but what I want is a finger of God to smack into that building. And then that building will go into the atmosphere, and everything in the building will go into the atmosphere so that it can spread across the entire United States. I just think that's ridiculous. I
Yeah,
don't even, that's kind of crazy, but because have
our
you ever
last
seen,
tornado, and I touched on it when I went to the cemeteries a little bit. Back in that live, I touched about how long ago it was, or well, how far close to our house than what it was. But where I live, let's see, part of where it came up and around us, it didn't get us, but there was like 5 minutes from our house, there was damage.
whoa, that's
So
getting it. 5 minutes away from your house is getting it. Hell,
yeah, within
that.
5 minutes of the house, they had some damage. If you look up Silver Moon Drive-In in Lakeland, Florida, it was within 2 minutes of that place.
Wow. Did you ever? Did you ever see a finger of God? You ever seen one of those? I have never
What?
seen one. I was never in an area that had one. Thank God. Thank God. Knock on wood. But I've seen them. They were on. You can look them up. The finger of God is usually up to a half a mile wide.
Oh yeah. The tornado. Yeah, tornadoes.
And
That's like an E5.
oh Jesus God, we had 3 of them one time in the span of 2 years, and that is, I mean, wow.
It's
Because
like an
that's it's scary.
EF5.
Yeah, it's scary as fuck. It's huge, and it's going the speeds inside the center of this thing before you hit the eye. They calculate because some idiot shot a thing inside that one of those. Amazing. The guy even I couldn't have, I wouldn't have done that. I would have never done something that crazy. Speeds
It's
get up over 1,000 miles
the
an hour in
one
the middle.
the one that came around us was a EF3, or EF3 EF4. So we were kind of right in
Whoa!
the middle of being a big one,
No,
but
no, no. Anything over a 2 is a big one. Jesus, a 4. Why you even live? I wouldn't live there. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. That's house lifting. A 3 and a 4. Well,
we hadn't had too many of them. Like I say, they come in so many times in a year. Like, so let's say one year you won't get none, and then the lower part of Florida will get it, and then the middle part we get it the next year. Or it's all over the place. It's not just one place.
yeah, like I said, I went there.
But with us,
We had a
with that last
windstorm.
one, it went
Worthless.
just west of Silver Moon Drive-In, and then it kept going north to northeast,
Yeah.
and it went all the way into Dade City, which is like an hour from me,
Wait,
35 minutes to an hour.
you see
So
a finger of God every time you go to California. Fun. It's so funny.
yeah, it's crazy shit that we get.
Yeah, but I don't know why. Well, like I said, you just gotta do. After I was able to get out of Virginia, those hurricanes and shit, I'd not go back. I was like, nope, let it die than to live there. I mean, seriously, it was ridiculous. And then, like I said, thank God, knock on wood, I've never been around a finger of God. I've never a 4. Hell, dealt with 3 once, and but that was about it. But damn, to see 4. I couldn't go. I couldn't do that because you could be sitting in your house in this day and it could rip your top of your fucking roof off and shit on your neck. There is nowhere you can hide from a 4 or a 5. There's nowhere to go. You're dead. If it comes to you, you're dead. There is no surviving. I mean, I don't care if people talk about it. That lady they dug out of the house. Oh, come on. I mean, her whole house collapsed on top of her. And then her entire neighborhood was rubble. There was nothing left. Not a goddamn thing. My father put us in a car and was riding for Ohio when they got hit by those 100 hurricanes back in 1974. It was the worst in U.S. history at the time. 100 hurricanes hit one area, one little area. Demolished over 5 streets, complete streets in the middle of Ohio. a block away from my dad's mother. So we were driving down there. This lunatic. I
Yeah,
understand.
I'm gonna put the link up of where it, part of it where it was at. That's around the
Oh,
closest it was to me. I'm about to put the link up in just a second. As soon as my phone or my tablet will let me.
do they got to? Did they show the tornado damage?
No, but this shows you the address and the area that the drive-in is, and it was just about 2 minutes from there. It came right on the other side of the red light. There's a red light just past it. And it came on the other side of it, and then moved over some. Like it literally went more westward for a little ways, or it
You're
might
not a.
came from the further point. It might came from the west and headed east, and then once it got closer to Silver Moon, it turned up and went northeast
Are
for
you
a
a
little ways.
chaser? Do you chase tornadoes?
Nope,
Yeah,
I'm not that stupid.
I had a friend that did that. That's the one that I was telling you the thing of. Nope.
Well, they're not common here in Florida. That's the thing. They're not as common as people think. No, there's only been one time that I can really say. Well, yeah, there was only one time my mother was driving. I was a kid, and I've never told her to get us the fuck out of somewhere. But that was one time that I did. And I've watched tornadoes, like Twister the movie. I've watched all that and never been scared of them. But by golly, have a motherfucker chase your ass when you're heading up north, where my grandfather is. He's north of us, and so we're, that's why, that's the way we are. Yeah, Bart, that's why, I was just giving a reference of how close that was to us. I didn't give out an address. I just said, hey, it's like, so many minutes away from us. Silver Moon itself is probably a good 15 minutes, 20 minutes from us. Yeah, Bart, there, it's okay. That's not the direct area to my. I'm not that stupid. I'm not putting the direct address or anything. I ain't even telling y'all. I'm not telling y'all the directions I am from the Silver Moon, but it is that movie theater and that tornado going through was that was pretty bad.
Hey, I think I figured it out. I wasn't. Oh my god. I
Al, are
was.
you gonna be on the link or the panel, or are you just getting chickened out like Bart did or Bud did that for a while?
Yeah, come on.
Or
I think I figured out the mail thing. I wasn't allowing them to put ads on it. I kept shoving forward, so they're
hi
restricted.
Nova.
Hey Nova, saw you earlier. How you doing? So Al, you are going up? Going out tonight?
He was supposed to.
He said he was. So it's still early. But wait, are you in the curfew area, Al? Nova guy, always a pleasure. Really, really, Al, is it the curfew? I don't know if you guys got the curfew. Hi, am I in sexy? She's back. Um, I don't know, but is there Al? Is there a what, curfew? Oh, cool. So then you don't have to worry about going out.
Right.
Was that working only in downtown LA, Al? Is that the way the fuck that works?
It may be just certain towns with the high
Yeah.
population.
Well, like where I am, there is no curfew really, and you know how that all stuff where they came out and said how you couldn't have 6 people. Nobody's enforcing that. Yeah, nobody's enforcing that because I had our neighbor had like what 20 people over yesterday or on Thanksgiving. El Mangus, it's great to see you, my brother. Nice of you to come in.
Among Us. How
Yeah,
are
he's
you
got it.
doing?
So it's only in Los Angeles County. All right. Thanks, Al.
Among Us is going to go spend some money that he didn't need to spend.
Well, yeah, he's gonna take him to the casino in Vegas. Which is, are you in? Is he in Vegas? Is that where you live? Poor bastard.
No, I'm in Florida.
No, I'm in El Mangus because I lived in that horrific place. It's great to go visit, and hell, fun as hell. But then when you see what's actually going on in Vegas, it's really disheartening. Like with the homeless, the work it's bad in LA, but in Vegas, the ground gets 110, so the people's feet get melted off, and you can't get people like for the shoe stores that have the small markings on them that they throw them in a trash can. Now what they do is they put gated areas and they lock them. They won't let the homeless get the shoes, so they can save their feet. It's bad.
Yeah, that's all going crazy everywhere.
Yeah, it is.
Uh, if we did our good searching, we'd probably find some homeless people, but we've been lucky so far.
Wow. I'm now I'm a you're in Florida, right? I'll give you that. I mean, if you have problems finding homeless people, your city is great. Seriously.
Not necessarily.
No, yes. If you don't have homeless
The
people, that's a
pigs, the
start.
pigs like to fuck with them, so that's why they're either on the
Oh,
outskirts of the town or they're like really out in the country part of the road, like the
oh.
highways. Like they go to the
So in other
country part.
words, they just sweep them out of the way. All right.
Yeah, they scoop them out of the main part of the city, and then they just push
Which
them off
is
further.
which is ridiculous. It's so
When I was
unnecessary.
when I was doing my softball scorekeeping, the ladies, I had a couple guys that would come up that were homeless. One of them I always was friendly with, always loved him. He would help me set up things. Like I'd get the nets out for our softball scorekeeping, or for the softball teams. Because with our team and as a athletic recreational group, you must have a net out. So the guy would come out and help. And if I had the money, I'd always buy him something at the concession stand. Sometimes I'd even make like lunches or something for like when I would go there, I'd have extra or something. I'd always make sure I made him some when I see him. And if I didn't see him that day at the park, I would always go and try to find him because I knew about where he would be, and I always try to bring him food. Yeah, Mama might break up with Al because he don't give her no lovin's. He forgot to give her a kiss today. She might leave him. That's alright, Bart. She can have you or Murphys. She'll take y'all too. She might even take and get Nova. Oh wait, she may take his cars. Never mind. It wouldn't be, it wouldn't be taking him. She'd just take his car.
Not now.
We're always messing with Al. Just like I mess with you guys. But yeah, we've had our fair shares of things. That's why I'm not scared of the area. But California, you wouldn't catch me staying there for long. Like if somebody flew me out and they said, "Hey, here's your place to stay for a couple of nights. I've got a spare room for you." That's fine, but to move there, no. I wouldn't mind, going and visiting, but not moving. I'm not that type of person. I couldn't pack up and leave what I got here. I just know this area. But yeah, I'm not worried about, the stuff around here. It was just like I tell people, I'm well protected. We had a major hurricane come right across us. Didn't do any damage to the house, but it damaged our fence a little bit. We did not leave our house whatsoever. And you'll see that around here. There's a lot of people who won't leave their place. But that's okay. No, I'm not scared of change. I'm just scared of the environment at other places. That's why I'm used to where I'm at. Even if I move somewhere into this state, I would still be a little uncomfortable, but at least I know what to expect from this state. I would love to move up where my grandfather lived. At least in the same town. I don't care about being right near where he used to live, but at least in the same town. That was hometown for me.
Damn! Oh my god, Misty, I got kicked. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right. The streamline kept me from going off.
Al says he gets or we get the hurricanes, and he gets or y'all get the earthquakes. Yeah, we're kind of the similarities between
But you can still hear
California
me.
and
Cool.
Florida. Between California and Florida, we're used to hurricanes and tropical storms and tornadoes. So we're kind of like
You need that
y'all
cricket emoji.
with the earthquakes because we don't get scared of them. Yeah, like a lot of people y'all see still stay in homes. They don't go crazy with an earthquake, whereas somebody who's been in Florida has had tropical storms, tornadoes. They're gonna go crazy over an earthquake.
Damn,
Yeah,
I've moved so many people. It's not even humanly funny. I have moved so many times. And
just
Cali
like
is too
Lori
damn
said.
expensive.
Yep, it's so expensive.
It's ridiculous. And the reason they do it is this is how it works. When you get these people coming in, they'll rent an apartment with like about 10 people. And unfortunately, what happens is then the renters think, oh, now you have 10 people going into that apartment. They can all pay a little more, so they jack the price up. I mean, I went and looked at a place in Hawthorne, and no kidding, they wanted me to make 3 times the amount of the rent. Now, if you, at that point, when we're talking about Hawthorne, you could go into the other areas. Why would you want to spend that much money in Hawthorne? So it's just ridiculous. And there's no regulations, and every time they try to come up with something to help the people out, the lawyers and all them put out all these ads saying you're taking away freedoms and rights, and it's only going to backfire. No, it ain't. Anytime someone comes and tells you they're going to limit or restrict homeowners associations, there is never a bad thing to that. They're liars. They're a bunch of cons, and in Vegas, they showed their true colors when they did there. Seriously. That was a big con. It was on. They were in court for months and months over that nonsense. But this is what all homeowners associations do. They're crooked. So and now with all this going on, they don't want you here. They don't want us here. They want. And if the prices of rent out here is just going astronomical, I mean seriously, your rent can take up 90% of your pay just for the rent. And I said, you can only take so many homeless people before all the services start to disappear. I mean, we've got over 120,000 estimated homeless people in LA, and they still want to bring more in. This is ridiculous. You need to stop the flow of people coming in, fix the house, then open the door and bring more in. I mean, but since we can't seem to get anything, I mean, it's bad. It is so bad, and that's why I laugh at this so-called pandemic. Please, that's such a full of shit. Guess what? I guess if you want to avoid the virus, you just become homeless in LA, and you can live out in the street in the garbage, never take baths, never take showers, spit on each other, urinate in your pants, and you will never get COVID. But if you live in a city and you're not rioting, then you may get it. We need to lock us all down.
Well, crazy stuff going on.
They don't want us out right now. They're attempting a coup. They're attempting a flat-out coup, and they want us all locked in the house because if we were allowed to go out, we would accumulate into groups, which is already happening. These people want this. I mean, you sit there and watch what's going on. You're like, wow. I don't know about you guys, but I watch 8 Antiva reporters, 7 BLM, 3 Proud Boy, 6 Patriot, 4 Mongoose, and on and on and on. They're insane. You can sit there and listen to them talk while they're doing the stuff. Don't listen to the news. They're all liars. You hear them in the group saying, okay, we're going to get the supplies and we'll go bust out these windows. That's why they started whining that the cops were watching them. I mean, I don't know how stupid you can be to put a live feed up and talk about stuff you're going to do, then go do it, and then whine about being arrested. These people don't want peace. And what's scary is more and more of them are forming. You're all, what people are seeing on the news is all our big cities right now. Like LA, like Portland. See, you're seeing these cities that are what do you call it? Free city, whatever the hell it is, where anyone can come, sanctuary city. Well, see, the problem with this is that's not the rest of our cities, like where you live, Misty. And they tried to come to your areas, and what happened to them? They got their asses pounded and sent back. So it may look bad right now on here, but what you get is the other part of America, which you don't see, the good old boys, the South. And they're putting the groups together too. Yeehaw! So we're all going to get groups together. We're all going to have guns. We're all going to be pissed. We're all going to start shooting. And Soros will get what he wants. He will destabilize our country and our economy. And bingo, he will make billions because he's a money changer. I mean, people are like, oh, you did a conspiracy. That's so really? Could you take a solid 192 days off of work, go down and protest with no money? And it's a lie. You can't. Where are you getting your supplies? Where are you getting the buses? It's not free to get a bus. It's not free to sit there. You got to eat. You got to eat. This is all being financed. This is what we don't want to admit. And then what's going to happen is this great country of ours is going to be torn apart. Now, with me, it's like, I don't care who's president. Let's get this real right now. They have attempted a coup. They have fraud, caused so much fraud across the board on our election system. Rather worrying about whether the idiot in office stays or the jackass coming up stays, we need to start going after the people that rigged this election. Nothing else matters. Nothing. There is nothing else that's more important than this. There's only two great things about our country, people. Our Constitution and our ability to vote. If they can now take away the ability for us to vote and rig the election, it's over. I mean, I have bitched about people doing mail-in over and over and over again. Well, there they go. I told so. All the problems now are coming from the mail-in ballots because it's too easy to fake them. I mean, let's get real. In a county that only has 1.8 million people, 2.5 million voted, there has never been a time in U.S. history that 100% of every person in a town has voted. At best, you'll get 30 to 40%. At best. It's always been this way. That's why they give the stickers, I voted. Here, let your voice be heard, because we don't vote. So to try to tell me that 205 million people voted in a county with 180 million, y'all need to stop. We are being played like fiddles. And it needs to stop. This just needs to stop. We need to go out and put people in jail for what they did. I don't care what reason you have. You can sit there and go off of that TDS stuff like, oh, Trump, bad man orange, whatever. Okay, fine. Take care of bad man orange. Don't take care of my election system. And anyone that sits there and doesn't think this election was rigged, wow. Maybe needs to just give a little bit of time and look at all the reports that are coming out and listen to all the people talking and see all the video evidence of this, throwing boxes and boxes and boxes away. Putting boxes in after the count was done in Minnesota. 10 boxes, 150,000 votes after the vote was done, all went for Biden. That's an impossibility. If you were to right now go in anywhere in the United States, and you were to take 1,000 people and poll them, you're not going to get 1,000 saying the same thing. It's not going to happen. So then you explain to me how 2.5 million fraudulent votes went through just in Pennsylvania. No, it doesn't matter at this point, people. The fact that we now know it was done, now they're trying to say, well, it was a conspiracy, it was just widespread. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares what reason it was? You fraudulated the election. It needs to be redone. And we need to arrest the people involved, and we need to bring the military in so all you people can go to the polls and not sit at home. And if you can't make it, then, well, they'll have to do something to help you, like go get you. But no more mail-in ballots. Those things are corrupt. We have now watched it. We are sitting here watching the end of it. It's a great country. Because if we stop having the ability to vote, we won't. That's it. It's over. It's sad. So I watch this on TV every day, and it's like, and what I'm telling you guys, this was all the doing of Soros because he paid to have this done. He stands to make trillions on money on the fall of our economy, just like he did with Germany, just like he did with France, just like he did with England. They all got lawsuits against him. They're all bitching about him, and now he's here. This man is the Satan. He needs to be removed from society. But in the meanwhile, we don't need to do all this, which is why I'm a First Amendment auditor supporter. Because whether you guys believe it or not, when the shit hits the fan and see the who are going to be removed and who are going to be stopped is anyone with a camera. Trust me. So I'm going to fight any way I can. I was disabled, so I can't go out and do it myself. And I love being a supporter. Just like when Misty comes up here, we need to stay. The victory needs to stop. We need to come together because if we don't, you and your family will witness the end of this great country. And I mean, if you would have gone back 10 years ago and someone would have told you there was a bunch of people taking over an entire area in the city, calling it their own, and then busting and burning shit, and it would have been left to go. No. You would have done that back in the 70s. Nixon would have sent the military in to deal with you. This is the way it is. I mean, this is insurrection. You're talking about, I know they have a right to vote, they have a right to protest, they have a right to do whatever they want. They don't have a right to attack anyone. They don't have a right to go up to people's neighborhoods screaming about how they don't own their houses at 2 a.m, talking about their right, their streets, their right. No, it ain't. Sorry. I'll give anyone who's 300 years old, who's back in the day when this happened, I will give you that right. Anybody else? Time to put the big boy pants on. Take off the fucking diapers. Your feelings don't trump our Constitution. There's a reason it's that great, and there's a reason everyone in this stinking fucking world wants to remove it. We are the ones standing in the way of these globalists taking over the entire fucking world. Do you know that they're working on what they call the reset? And the reset will involve, one of the things they said about it is, people should not have to own things. They should be able to rent everything. That way you can sit there and everybody can rent a TV, rent a fucking couch, rent a fucking house. But then when Joe fucking government decides you're a dick and you're not doing what he wants, then you lose everything, like in China right now. I mean, people yelling about, ooh, fascism, and these dumb little punks playing their floppy game, live action role playing games, the flarpers, running out there with your thing screaming revolution. You're not going to get a revolution. What you're going to get is you're going to destroy us, and we're going to look like Mexico. There's not going to be fuck left of this country with you idiots. There is no solution like that. These people, I'm serious. There's a game to them. I mean, how old are you? I went through and watched a lot of stuff in my lifetime. My father was a major player. He was a CIA agent. And we went all over the world spying on everyone. I was privy to a lot of stuff. And I have proof to back all my shit. Because my old man wrote a book. But he didn't release it because the government told him he would go to jail. So, yeah, I did run out of weed. North is fine. Anyway, I'm going to stop. I don't want to go on.
The mic's on. No, I just dozed off for a second. Sorry, guys.
Hold on, you did fall asleep. No, yeah, no. I put you to sleep. That's the first.
It happens. But I do that every so often.
I don't know. It's sad when you're disabled and you sit home 24/7 and you got to do something. I picked the First Amendment orders and watching the riots.
Well, I'm right in a good position, so that's why it does it. So that sometimes it's just moving around.
But no, really, if you guys have not gone on and found BLM or Antifa or Proud Boy reporters, it's hilarious. It's like actually walking out and standing with them. You get to listen to what they say and how they feel and why they're doing what they're doing. And like I said, not all of them. Not every single one of them has always been bad. It's unfortunately for us, it's somebody. There always has to be somebody. I mean, Antifa did nothing wrong when they went to this one area that I watched. I was quite fucking impressed. They were actually respectful and nice, and they were doing exactly what they said they would do. And then out of nowhere, these bunch of idiotic Trump supporters, which I was really fucking pissed about, decided they were going to fuck with them. Well, then the Antifa responds. What do you think they're going to do? And then it turns into a riot, and then the police come in and beat the shit out of the Antifa people. I found myself actually supporting Antifa at that point. It's like I'm sending messages to the police station. What the fuck are you doing? Are you watching the videos? This is all live, and they're still doing it. We can't stop them, and it's frustrating, Misty, because I'm disabled. I can't do anything. If this shit breaks out, I can't survive not being disabled.
Now, the
I
way
mean-
my back is and all,
Well,
I wouldn't go out to them. You know, and I guess well, it was right after George Floyd had died, but there were several of them around where
you know
where
the fucked up thing was, well, even if you put those police in jail, which I'm sorry, they need to go. That was just unbelievable. But the man was gonna die anyway. What the fuck didn't they call the ambulance for when they found out he swallowed that what do you call it, an 8-ball? Is that what they call that shit? He swallowed an entire thing of meth. Now, you're not going to convince me they didn't know. So I'm very even more evil than most people are giving him credit for, because that means they knew the fucker was dying, so they didn't give a shit. And they still drug him out, threw him on the ground, and then kneed him, knowing this motherfucker was going to have massive problems before the ambulance got there anyway. And unfortunately, you cannot use a EpiPen on a meth overdose. It only works on heroin. That's really sad. And remind you, why he swallowed the entire amount was because he knew they were going to arrest him. So if you go back even further, if it wasn't for the phone call, then that would have been basically profiling.
Well, if you think about all these protests that was going on around there, you know, we had a COVID shit going on, and we had
that pro or against? Is that pro or against the COVID?
Well, if you think about it, I probably would have went to them protests that we've had in our town, you know, because it is the police's job to save, you know, to protect us, and yet they're hurting us.
Oh, no, Misty, that's not the case, unfortunately. You don't understand how this works. They used to have a thing on the side of the police car that said protected serve. The Supreme Court has ruled that the police are not responsible to protect or to serve you. They are there to enforce the laws. If no law is being broken, they will not protect you. They will not
Let's
do it.
put it this way. They're supposed to keep us safe in safe areas.
No,
but they choose to kill us.
Again, see, this is what people don't understand about cops. You don't understand. We're not even supposed to have cops. We're supposed to have marshals. See, the way the United States was set up, you have a marshal. The reason you want a marshal rather than a police officer is because a marshal is accountable to the city. They're accountable to me and you. There is no bypassing that like the cops have. They can't throw us into a kangaroo court that allows them to walk. You just watched a sheriff who is effectively a marshal get fired for making a comment. A comment. You know,
let's put it this way: they are supposed to keep us safe in areas, but they, like you said, they profile. They are supposed to protect us to a point. You know, there are servants.
But the protection, they are not servants. Again, look it up. The court ruled just 4 years ago in Vegas' favor. The cops sued and won. They are not responsible. They were sued because the lady said they were not protected. You must understand the way it works. They're like the sheriff. Like I told you, the sheriff got fired by frickin' because he's controlled by asking to go out and marshalize people. Cops are not marshalized. So they are under an entire different thing that the United States should have never had. But because we knew that bringing a...
You fed the dogs, right?
Yeah, I fed the dogs. I also went out and... Oh, dinner's ready? Okay, thank you. But I'm saying is the cops nowadays, they're not under the same jurisdiction, and they are not. That's the fallacy. If you need to be protected, Misty, they will send in the National Guard or the military. They don't do that, and that's why they made cops, because the military should never be in our cities. That's called polisadas, or however you say it. The police, however, they're not under our jurisdiction. We can't go to the city council and go, look what happened, look what happened. They don't care. You have to then go to someone that goes to a hearing with a cop. No. But You tell me how we can. Now, a marshal would go into a place and a crime would be committed, and he would look at them and say, "There's 12 of them." And then he would run around deputizing people to help him with a posse. You know, a posse. They chase you down and get you. That's what a posse is. They weren't cops; they were deputized. That's the way it was supposed to be. But as we grew in numbers and the areas got bigger, we started letting the marshals stay in the area, ergo cops. But they have never been and never will be responsible for protecting you or servicing you. They're there to enforce the law. That's it. That's why we First Amendments are tagging them. Well, again, if you break the law, if he punches you, cops can come in. But realistically, the cops have no business coming there and stopping people yelling at you. It's really serious. That's what all the First Amendmenters are bitching about. They want to film. The cops don't want them to film. Too bad. Same way goes for us. Cops are not meant to protect us. They're meant to follow the laws. And if our life is being threatened, then a cop will come in and call a detective. And the detective will investigate. See? That's simple. So when the Nevada woman tried to sue a cop for not protecting her family, she lost. Supreme Court ruled against it. Cops are not there to protect you. They're not there to serve you. And that's why they removed it from the side of the cars. Excellence through teamwork. Community standard. They're not going to put protect and serve because they're not there to protect and serve. You know that, then you realize why they do what they do to the First Amendment auditors. And hopefully, the first people that are going to die, though, if there's ever a real riot, is going to be the cops. Because before they'll bring the military in, they're just going to let the cops deal with it. The cops ain't going to deal very well. But anyway, that was my 2 cents, and because I went through that whole thing in Vegas where I was under the belief that they had to protect and serve. And then when they went to court and lost, I was amazed. Just actually amazed at that definition because,
What, baby, you go to potty?
well, my dinner's ready, so Morphus, come on up. Take over.
Yeah,
bro.
I gotta take a break for a second. The dog's begging to go potty,
Dude,
so I gotta let her out.
bring Morphus up. Bring Morphus up so I can go get my food. Will you lose your panel if you gotta keep yourself up there, Misty. I'll leave myself up. You want me to stay on while you eat? So you don't lose the channel if it goes down, or what do you want me to do? Okay. I'll leave my icon up.
Murphys won't even come up. We know that. Murphy's too scared. Sorry, guys. I had to take a little potty break with the dog, too. So, I'm back. Hush. Gotta love them dogs. Murphys will get up sooner or later. It may take him 20 years. Yeah, our trolls won't come up with him around. They're scared. We have scaredy cats here. Hell, even Mama's a chicken to come up. Bart, how was your day? Fun loving couple, how was your day? Yeah, guys, he may think I'm wrong, but I still believe our officers are there to protect us in a way. You know, if we're in a dangerous situation, they are supposed to, you know, keep the situation under control. But they choose to do opposite. As you think about it, their oath is to serve and protect. But are they really protecting anything? They're not really protecting nothing. I'm glad y'all had a good day or okay day. I tried to sleep in as late as I could, but eventually I had to get up. No, Al, you're not allowed to leave us. Hell, Bart, if you think about it, they're not even doing that. Did y'all go potty? Polly, did you go potty? You can put them in bed. We got one right here. Polly, go to bed. Yeah, he said he's going out, but I told him he weren't allowed. Candy, you go to bed soon. Yeah, you hear your babies. No, ma'am. Yeah, my dogs do the dance for food. Candy, did you go potty? I know they're mad. That's her right now. Candy Boo. You want a treat? You want a treat? What do you want? What do you want? They're my chips, not yours. All right, come on. I want nothing but crumbs, so I'm always picking at her. Yeah, Margaret, he might. Spoiled little brat. Margaret's been hiding. She's been hiding. Now we got one Chihuahua there, Chihuahua Jack Russell. She weighs probably a good 3.5 pounds when she hasn't ate, but when she's eating, she's like 4 pounds. Precious is about that size. She's about pocket size. She'll fit in tiny spots. Candy's really spoiled though. About to make her happy in a minute. Come on. Come on. Get down. I just give her crumbs of chips. Come on, sexy. Yep, she's cleaning up a mess. Give her that for a snack. I'll probably fix me some Roman noodles pretty soon. Mind Sexy, you're welcome back up on the panel if you want. Anytime. Yeah, my baby's spoiled. Yeah, I know, she's spoiled. Yeah, my dogs are, spoiled. My lab hit the last bag of chips that I had. She got the crumbs. This time it was candy. So even though she just got done eating regular dog food, she's already still eating chips. Well, crumbs, I should say. Oh well, got it cleaned up. That's her now. That's what she's doing. And she'll pretty much clean up all them little tiny pieces too. That's how spoiled she is. There were just too many of them little tiny crumbs to let her do it on her pillow that's on my bed. I'm afraid it should hide them crumbs somewhere on me. So she'll clean up her mess and she'll be done with. And that's how it goes. Mom, bring your ass up on the panel too. Oh, chicken shit. Well, Paulie D, my male that's bred with several of the females, he has teacup in him, and he only developed one teacup out of the whole thing. So that's what happens. Mine's sexy.
Misty.
How's it going there?
Not much. Just jumping back and forth,
You
jumping
missed me
around.
falling asleep.
What happened?
You missed me doze off a little bit on the bed.
Oh, did I?
Well, Bud was talking and not trying to be rude to him, and I was just being quiet, and then all of a sudden I just started getting a little drowsy for a few minutes. Now I'm wide awake. Go figure.
Oh, he was talking you to sleep, and now he just unmuted himself, huh, and just left.
Who knows what happened? It happens with me. I try to stay awake as long as I can when I'm doing panels, but every once in a while I'll doze off on one.
Yeah, I'm
This is
about to
only
call it.
this is
I'm
the
about to.
second time though.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
The
about to
first,
call it a night too
I don't blame you. I'll
soon.
probably make me something to eat, like ramen noodles, and
Yeah,
then
so,
that'll be it.
at
Candy
least you
baby, what are you sick for?
at least you stood a couple hours. You wasn't even gonna do a panel, so that's good. That's enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna do a little panel, but I was waiting a little bit longer, and then I was like, all right, it's time for me. I already finished the story, so. But like I say, anybody has questions about what happened, like with the thumb and why is I'm still nervous of cans? Well, after you slice your thumb, I don't play with them cans no more. Like if they don't have the pull tabs on them, and I've got to use the can openers because we got new ones that work, at least one. I still get nervous about it. After you do that one time, and you know where I'm coming from on that.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with them things, man. Especially if you don't know how to use it. Forget it.
Well, we had one that we kind of had to keep. You know how when you pop them on, like the ones used by hand, can openers.
Yeah.
Well, we used to have to use one like a scissors to go across, and I don't know what happened with the one when I cut my thumb. I don't remember how I done it. As far as like, I knew that I had did something stupid, but I don't remember how I ended up slicing it. Like it happened so quick that I don't even remember.
Yeah, you gotta be
That was how quick.
careful with them things.
So that's why I'm nervous with them. I'll be very cautious with how I do them, and I don't even get my hand on the edge anymore. Like I'm very cautious with it.
Right, yeah.
Yes, Mama, it's Friday. She's probably gonna take her night medicine pretty soon, so she's trying
Yeah,
to ask me what day it is.
I'm gonna jump off this and say goodnight to you and everything.
Well, I
Now,
hope you have a good night and sleep well.
you too, honey. I'll talk to you
I try
soon,
to. I ain't
okay?
gonna. Yes, ma'am. I ain't gonna have no dogs in bed with me tonight, so I should sleep well. All right. Murphy's, you ever gonna join this panel? Mom, you can join the panel. You just do chicken shit. Yeah, I need some tamales for sure. If we had the money to get her a lady that normally makes them, I would ask her to make some. Come on, Candy, you can come on up. Come on. Good job. Did you clean up your mess, baby girl? Let mommy check. That's okay, Margaret. Yep, she cleaned up her mess. Now, I'll show you her cleanup. There's no real chip crumbs down there. That's how good she cleans up. Like she does not. She did not leave any crumbs anywhere. That's why I like her so much. Good night, mine sexy. Hope you have a good night. See you later, Margaret. But yeah, that's my brats. Light grower, you're still mute, so whenever you're ready to come up, you can come back up if you want. Ma, bring your ass back up. Bring your ass on here. You can get on the channel or on the panel and entertain them while I cook some noodles for Roman noodles for me. Good night, mine sexy. Have a good night. Much love for you. You know, since it's Friday night, we're all gonna have fun. You know what? I'm gonna just give me 1 second. I'm gonna look at something real quick. I'm looking for something. Our next Friday the 13th will be August. Well, have a good time. It's always good to see y'all guys, you know. Mine's actually, we're very, very thankful for you coming up, saying goodnight. Anytime you're welcome on the panel. We just gotta get Mama up here. Ma, come join the panel for me. I'll put the link up for you, Mom. We can do a roll call. Who's all still here? I know Bud's still here, but he's gonna be eating. Yeah, we do. She might be working. Let's see what I can do. Let's see. Let's see what they say. Every day is Friday 13th. Not for us. Not too often. I was looking on the calendar earlier to see when the next one it will be. They're talking their minds off, them dogs. Oh, they woke me up the other morning with their mouths. I didn't know what to think of them. This morning they were getting so loud. Mom, bring your butt up on the panel. Dang. Oh, they had Larry the Cable Guy did a movie. I'm looking online to see what's live and what's not. Or not online, but I'm looking on our cable to see if there's something that be worth watching. Bart, you're on TV. Right, Mom? One thing you tell a hospital, you don't tell a hospital, is that they're having a slow night. Yeah, I seen that he had a live, or not a live, but a little thing on. It happens. You notice when he goes to them medical marijuana clinic or shops, they always act like assholes to them. But it all happens. Hush, little ones. Alrighty, but that's okay. That's okay. Hey, Mom, we love the full moons, don't we? They're getting mad. They're hungry. They're getting mad. Mommy, we love the full moons. We don't have no problems with it. Matter of fact, we actually with a couple of the dogs that gave birth. They gave birth on the full moon, anyways. And also when we used to breed rabbits, that was something that we would watch out for. Like if it was a full moon and they have them, we knew to keep an eye on them. Put a box in a few days before to a week before. Yeah, we used to breed rabbits. We don't breed dogs. It just happens by accident. Now there was one time on purpose, and that was my candy with my Polly D. That was something that I was aiming for a while, and he wouldn't give it to her or she wouldn't let him get it for a while. That's not when Murphys comes out. He won't come on the panel then. He gets scared. Mommy, you love it when it's a full moon on them nights. Like, I know why she says she don't like it. There's all these whack jobs. There's too many wackies out there that goes off. Jay Greenbaum's coming live a little while. Damn, man, Commander's still going. Can't not say very much about that. Yes, Murphys went over there and hid from us. Even Ma, they even got my lab pits going crazy. Yep. I'm gonna check something real quick and then I'll be right back. Bart, you might be a nut job. We never know. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm gonna mute the mic for a second. I gotta look at something. I'm back. I am back. Sorry, guys. I was just looking at something else. Yep. I was just checking something out a minute. I was actually looking at Commanders for a minute. Seeing that asshole was still in there, so I left. I told you, every time he goes to them dispensaries, there's always something going on at them places. Told you that, couple. I watch them episodes or them things that he puts up, but I just ignore them really. I watch the shows and then I just get off of them because I know it's the same ending just about every time. They always go after Furry at the dispensaries. They just love to mess with them. You know, and just about every place loves messing with Furry, which is not exactly right, but it happens. It's life. I guess Mom was watching TV instead of watching us. She might have went to sleep on us. I know everywhere she goes, she's got something that goes on. And even there's one live she done, and she even said it. She says, I tried to stay quiet as long as I could, but they just won't let me be quiet. And it was kind of funny how she said it because you know she was trying, but you know how them people do her every time. So it happens. I'm used to seeing stuff like that. Lord of the Rings is playing on BBC America. Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. Yeah, guys, I'm checking the TV guide to see what's on and see if there's anything worth watching in the future. Who knows? Yeah, there's too many crazy shit that happens, girl. I mean, I'm telling you, man. Fairy gets quite a bit of things that happens to her, and I don't know what we would put it as. You know, it's just some crazy shit. But yeah, you know, things happen. Ma, where'd you go? Did you leave us, Ma? What, Murphys? Which one is that one? Now, what are y'all watching now? Yep, Mama left us again. You know, I like when Fairy goes out. You know, she does a good job. You know, a lot of people go against her, but you know what? They don't quite understand where she's coming from, and that's why a lot of people go after her. Uh, yeah, don't send any of those assholes over this way. You can go on the others and send them my way, but don't send it from that one. Please, no. There's some garbage on that channel, I swear. There's too much garbage going on. What babies? Yeah, I wouldn't want some of those to come. You better share some of them tamales with me, or with Blood Grower. You guys send them. Send them this way. Yeah, but Murphys, I just ignore some of them. They are just, there's some channels I hear from y'all, and I do listen to a lot of my mods. And when they start explaining away what some shows are, or some channels, I just ignore them. I really do. When I go to channels, like, say there's a lot of shit talking on a channel, or there's a lot of what you call trolls on them, I don't usually go to them. I just leave it alone. I'm like, not getting into that one. I go on Jackie's when I see her. I don't go on her panel too often. I only went on, I think, once or twice at the most. It's nothing against her, nothing against who she watches and who she has on. I just choose not to put her, I don't mind being on her channel. I don't mind. She's not bad. Yeah, try not to laugh. That's right. Murphys, that's a good one. Watching the trolls. Yeah, I try not to. I don't know. I probably would be laughing at, her show. Not her in general, but the people. There's so many of them that are so stupid, and then you got trolls that likes to attack her, and it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous with what's going on. A lot of them, there's no need to act the way they do, but they do. I gotta look at something because I forgot something. Maybe. Oh, I got it on there. Okay. Y'all know in my description I try to put no BS and no political. So if I don't do that, sorry guys, I forgot. That's just how it is. Was it the First Amendment or Amendment something? Bud or Bart? 'Cause I think that's one. There was actually two in there that I seen. Among Us, wherever he is, he took care of one. It ran off instead of keep staying in. That's okay. But yeah, in his life he had at least two. Fun loving couple, you can make a comment, that's okay. There was a few of them that I would say they were borderline trolls, as I call it. They were borderline trolls. They weren't quite yet to the troll mark, but they're pushing their limits. I don't let everybody up. That's just how I am. And they go attacking my mods, or they go attacking Ice's mod, West Coast mod. I'm gonna let the people know, I'm not one to keep quiet. There's too many shits going on around here that there's too many crates. Yeah, I heard somebody was talking about her in another show. And I'm like, oh, okay. I thought it was our McAllister for a minute, so it caught my attention. Then they started talking about the person. I'm like, nope, that's not her. So, yeah, y'all see, I don't watch that asshole show. I just don't. When I hear too much shit about a show, I don't go on it. I'm sorry, I just don't do it. No, I try to stay away from them drama channels. They're not worth it. Yeah, I'll go in and say hi to Commander and all that, but I usually don't stick around for too long. Yeah, I don't blame you, couple. Yeah, I don't watch Commander's show too often. Yeah, I just don't do it. It's just, I go in and I say hi and then I come back out for a little while and then I'll go back in and say hi again. But other than that, I don't stick in some of the rooms. Astrology, he starts so much shit in Commander's live streams that I stay out. Oh, I believe it, Bart. I believe that 100%. That's okay. Because you know what? In the long run, our guys are going to win. They're going to definitely have a better way of past that one. There's some of them you just have to accept them for what they are. Sometimes it can be difficult, some of it not, you know. It's just crazy how a lot of that shit's happening. And the funny thing is, a lot of these people don't seem to care. And it's just crazy, you know. Things happen for a reason, you know. All I can tell them is to keep fighting, go stronger, go harder on these people, because the more that they take care of the trolls, the better the channel is going to get, and the better views they get. And as y'all notice, I don't have trolls on my channel. And when I do get them, we take care of them. Oh, I believe that, Bart, 100%. They're doing that because of the one person. Exactly, Murphys. You know, my channel's for all y'all, you know. Maybe me and Mom will go out tomorrow and do something. We don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It all depends when I get her up. I might do us a little quick drive and stuff. Yeah, she will come back so hard. I know she will. She always has a good comeback. She'll get them. So, we'll see. Dog, shut up. Babies, y'all cannot be seen. Sorry, y'all gotta get quiet. Yeah, she is definitely the queen, bud. Let's see. Maryfish, you can put my link in Commander's channel. Let's see. Not watching J50. I cannot stand that guy half the time. He's alright, but yeah, we keep them trolls out. Yep, let's see. I try to give different channels loves, you know, I just don't. I try to give everybody attention and love. Yeah, there's some crazy shit going on. Steak fries! Yeah, there's some that I watch out. Artology is actually a guy. Um, he got mad because I don't put up with his shit. So, steak fries. When you gonna give me some steak? I'm hungry right now. Who's gonna feed me? Mama, your husband went live. Are you watching him? Steak fries needs to share some food. Why can't I have any of y'all Florida people here? I need me some Florida people so they can get me some food and bring it to me. Uh, oh yeah. I believe that 100%, Bart. Or yeah. He might have ate them all. You're right. Bud might have ate them all. Thank you, Steak Fries, for saying that. There's so much crazy shit going on in a lot of them channels, and I'm okay with Johnny 50. I will watch his, but I've been limiting my time on his and watching the others. I think other people do a better job. No offense, but I just think he let the numbers that he's got to go to his head. Chris, finally. Chris, I done told you that weren't down because you won't send none and you won't give me a ticket to get there to get some of that. So, that's not down. You're being mean. You're teasing me. That's alright. We'll get her. I'll get my mods on your ass since you won't share. I'll let them spank you. You don't never share it with me. Yeah, Bart, it really has, to my opinion, and a lot of people do like him, and I do too, but I think he let a lot of the numbers of people that comes in his lives get to his head. And that alone is getting to be too much. Look at SUV. Look at how many people he's got following him. Just think about that. He doesn't let the people that come to him, he don't let it come to his head. He stays a humble guy and all. Yeah, Bart, did you see when Among Us shut up astrology in there? Oh, that was so funny. That was hilarious. See, I told you guys, I do watch out for the trolls. Chris, it was good, but you still didn't give me that burger basket. You didn't send it to me. And Al SoCal didn't send me the tamales. But it was pretty good for me, I would say. Yeah, Bart, that was hilarious with that, shutting up astrology. I mean, if you've seen the whole chat of him in there, he wasn't even really speaking the truth, really. Mama, how can you bite steak when he has no teeth? Tell who? Hey, you got a hold of him, you can get a hold of him. I might be getting off of here pretty soon, who knows? Yeah, there's some crazy shit going on there, Bart. As that's why I watch, because they're gonna eventually come over to mine. And you know what? We're not gonna play their stupid shit. I really am not gonna play with it. You know, that's something that I don't play with. It just got so horrible, and they don't take care of the guys like they should. They're constantly attacking. Yeah, Chris, they'll go everywhere. They're not just going in one spot. Like, for a while, they thought Marisol was a guy. It is actually a woman. Or so claims to be a woman. Who knows? We don't even know who's a female and male, you know, right off the bat. You know, you gotta see them in person to actually know what they are. And even then, you may not even know what they are. And you sure as hell don't want to do a cavity search. You might find something you don't want to find. Yeah, if you do a cavity search, you might find a butt plug in one of them. From where they got so butt hurt. You know, I just don't get some of them. They're crazy as hell at times. Yeah, I believe that too, Steve Fries. You notice I didn't stay in too long if you see me in there. Chris 50 is because they're jealous and they know that the others do better than them, so that's why they're that way. It's this whole, I don't know. I think it's a lot of people are they're trying to pick sides from the city they are, East Coast and West Coast. If you think about it, let's think about it. Look at Tupac and Biggie. You know, two different towns, and they were going after each other. You know, they're trying to say East Side was better, West Side. You know, no. That's all that is. It's just like that. It's the same thing. They're jealous because somebody knows how to do it better than them, and they're going to keep running their mouths. But in the long run, they're only losing. They're not really, you know, they're showing their true selves. Trust me, they're going to have their paybacks eventually. Just wait. Fairy would get them. Let's see, who else? There'll be a few of them that would get them. And sure as hell don't want Ice going after them, I'll tell you that. But I'm sure we'll figure out who it, you know, we'll get it straightened out. We'll find the assholes that start all the shit. Yeah, she's been in that one too, Chris 50. I've seen that too myself. A lot of them do it just because they think they can do it better. So they're trolling the ones that they see are better than them. You know, and don't get me wrong, I like Jackie. I like all of the ones that we've watched. But, you know, some of them just allows the bullshit to go on, and then I just have to walk away from it. I'm not the one to sit in a room that has all this bullshit in it. It's just not for me. You think about it, it's not even worth it. You know, you have to deal with all that shit. It's not worth it. In the long run, you have to deal with too much. So, like I say, I never get off the channel. I just don't stick with it. It's just how it is. Like, I'll jump into some of the channels to say hi. When they have all that drama, but then that's it. It was like last night when Pugface was live. You tell people it's time to plug in their channels. I said I couldn't do that to your channel because you got too many good people. And that's how I respect them. I was being humble about it. I don't always promote my own channel. I try to be as careful as I can. I stay away from assholes and I stay away from them. And it happens, you know. That's why I keep an eye on a lot of our auditors, you know. I can see what's going on locally, the ones that we like, you know. We just have to stay together. We cannot, if we're gonna fight this war, we gotta be united and not against each other. And that happens, you know, too many are being stupid, honestly. And it happens too much. Oh, Chris 50, I might be the next target, but that's okay. I'm not even monetized now, so. It's like I was, somebody said, well, what if Facebook or YouTube gives you a hard time doing your live streams because of something? Well, so be it. Let them do it because you know what? They're believing a liar over, you know, somebody who's never caused any problems. Because y'all know I try to keep my channel drama free. Free panel for everybody, you know, I don't put up with a lot of things either. Mom, come get on the panel, please. Help me out so I can do some food. Do something. Chris 50, you want to come up on panel? Is that down, Chris? I'm waiting all our good people to get in. I'm hoping everybody's having fun tonight. See, I told y'all he's a chicken shit. He won't come up. He's afraid I might expose all of his secrets. And he might be afraid that I may pick up something to mess with him about for a while. Yeah, I know Oompa Loompas on also Cal. She's got a phone and tablet going. The Munchkin Land will join pretty soon. She'll say something. You're never too old, Chris. Never too old. It's not that hard to get on panel either. Yep, it's not too hard. Gotta load them babies. I'll be getting food shortly. They do at times, Chris 50. And they do a pretty good job. I'll admit to that. You know, I can't support somebody I don't fully understand. But I do. I listen out. I'm the type of person. If you got content and you've never been live on my panel or even came and said hi on a chat, and then all of a sudden you pop in, I'm watching you. Yeah, there's some crazy shit going on. It's a shame I can't put all y'all on the panel so y'all scare mom. Yeah, there's some people I just don't know about. Like, I listen to y'all. I listen to what y'all say and what other people say in the chats. I kind of go off of that too. So let's say I went to Miami and I seen a cop doing, crazy shit to a mentally disabled. I am gonna wonder what next with that officer. I think with any shooting, they should be put on strict leave and then find out what's going on. If they, even if he swallowed it, that still wouldn't have killed him right away. It takes you by a little bit to whatever you want to call it. Anybody want on the panel? Let me know. I'll put them up there. Here, this was going to be a short live, and it's already 3:46 in minutes. 3 hours and 46 minutes. Here in Florida. Been live here. It does not seem that way. Does not seem like it's been on for a while. But I wouldn't say hate. I'd say you're in love with some of them. I mean, he's too chicken too, like you are. He won't do it. Damn, them dogs are going crazy. Yeah, she's too chicken. Yeah, the time flies by when you're having fun. Yeah, them puppies are going crazy. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna call this one. I'm getting tired and I've got to do some cooking, see if I can get me something to eat real quick. But I'll be saying hi in other chats. Y'all just have a good night and rest up. I may go live tomorrow, I may not. We may go out and see what we can get into. Yep. No, Mama Chris don't love us anymore. He never loves us. What's that? I'm not going off yet. I know I have to go. Unless Mama gets up on the panel, I'm getting off of here. One of the two. I sure will. Ma, are you gonna get on panel or do I just get off? You tell me, Mom. Hey, Nunez ain't here. I wished he was. Alright, I guess Mama ain't getting on the panel, so guess I better end it before it gets to the point where I don't. Y'all may hear me snoring if I stay on much longer. Mom, are you gonna come on? Hi, Westino. Sorry about the pups. Thank you, Westinos. Thank you very much. How are you doing, Westino? Yep, there's some crazy shit going on. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it because I'm starting to doze off and I don't need to do that to y'all again. So, y'all have a good night. Mom, I'll see you soon.